Hello and welcome to the Free Cheese episode 200. I am your Joe Dix, joined tonight by Mark Augustiniak.
Whoa!
Matt Sellner.
Hello.
The Free Cheese is a weekly video game podcast about video games brought to you once a week by thefreecheese.com. We made it 200 episodes.
Congratulations.
Congratulations to all.
Yes, that's very appropriate.
That's good. That's good. I knew someone would do it. Someone had to do it. And we did it. We made it all the way to 200. We have a rad episode planned for today. 200 also coincides with a week before E3.
The big one.
Yeah.
A lot of excitement.
Yes, absolutely. So we are later on in the show going to make some predictions for what we assume, hope, know. Some of us might know things about what's happening at E3 in a week. We'll touch a little bit on what we've been playing in the last week, but first, I looked back a little bit, guys, because I realized it has been a super long time. They know.
Since what?
Since this all started. This has been 5 years and 200 episodes of a podcast.
It feels longer?
Yeah.
You know, like, I mean, I know 5 years can be a long time, but sometimes it feels short.
Yeah.
I don't know
Well,
why.
sometimes we sit down and we're like, man, it feels like it's been 6 months since we recorded an episode and it's been a week, you know?
Yeah.
Or other times it's like, oh, we were just here yesterday. But it has been a super, super long time. And I thought I would kind of run through a little bit of the Free Cheese history, if you'll allow me to.
Go for it.
Yeah. Oh, I thought that was a rhetorical question.
I mean,
I was about to say, I was like,
I
what
guess if you were,
Did you need our
yeah,
approval?
if you were vehemently against it,
This is your show.
I was like, what if Matt and I just said no?
I mean, then on to the E3 predictions, I suppose. But no, so this all was a very simple idea. Years and years and years ago, as I was delivering pizzas, I was starting to listen to podcasts, and I was like, it was whatever. You're listening to things to pass the time, and
But one of them, like, inspired you? Or
I just started to hear them, and sort of, a podcast is a very weird thing because you're kind of building a relationship with people that will never know you. And you get to know them very, very intimately, and you feel like they're your best friends that they just never hear your voice. But you hear them every week. And I was like, I want to do that. And before I had returned...
connect, but at a distance.
Right. It was before I had gone back to school, but... I was like, I need something. I want to find a way into that industry, whatever that takes. Like, I want to work at IGN. I want to be at that place. So I got to do something. And I'd listen to everybody's stories on all these different podcasts, how they got started. And I was like, I can't rely on school, and I can't rely on a resume that says, yeah, I delivered pizzas for 4 years. Sup? Because no one's going to hire me. So in 2011, I started a little blog called, I think it was the freecheese.blogspot or one of those, right? But it was the free cheese or freecheese.blogspot.com, whichever one Google bought. Which one was that?
Oh, I don't even know.
That one. So I started a blog and I started writing video game reviews and opinion articles. And I remember the first thing I wrote was about Sonic Generations. It was a review for Sonic Generations.
Huh.
Technically, the first thing was about South Park, but the first video game thing was Sonic. And I kind of do this on and off for a little while, but it was just like treading water, not going anywhere, because it was very masturbatory. It was just me making things and putting it out there. No one was reading it, and if they were, I had no idea. There was no interaction.
It started somewhere.
It was a start, right? But I needed something more, and I kind of did that for about a year on and off of just, here's what I think. And I moved on. I started working on a little novella or novel. I don't know what it was going to end up being, but I had this grand idea for a book I was writing. I got a good chunk of the way into it, and I really liked it. But it never kind of went anywhere. And then Dan came to me and was like, we should start a podcast. How hard could it be? And I was like, you're right. How hard could it be? We had no idea what we were doing. And we grabbed a couple of Guitar Hero mics. And I had some loose knowledge of GarageBand, and suddenly we were the co-hosts of the Game Fart. We let it grow for about a year, And we ran a Tumblr alongside of it where we posted reviews and news, different opinion pieces, and we'd kind of stretch outside every now and then. Here's a comic book I read, or here's a dumb thing I thought, or it's okay that Ben Affleck's Batman. Don't worry. We kind of gathered a larger group of these rotating guests who would come and hang out with us every couple weeks and whatever, but no one was ever like permanent. And we wanted it to be that. And then it got to the point where Dan's work was having him travel a lot. So I'd have a lot of rotating guests coming in week after week. And the cool thing was, like, we did not miss a week at all. I think for that first year, like, we were pretty solid, right on point. And we even did like some extra shows on top of it. And it was about a year later that we realized, after we had this kind of large group hanging out with us, that we needed to go a little bit bigger. So after a few weekends that went unslept, because I had no idea what I was doing again, but I knew what I wanted in the end. I just didn't know how to get to it. I have no background in, web design or programming or any of that crap. But I spent a couple weekends just like all day long till I had to go to work, figuring out what to do, come home from work and just not sleep until go back to work. And then a couple of those weekends, and I figured it out. Suddenly we upgraded from the Tumblr page. We created a full-fledged website. Had the ability to create posts under our own names, because before we were like sharing a Tumblr login and just signing off at the bottom, like, this was Joe, this was Dan, period. Now we had this full big thing. And with that, we wanted to change the podcast name. We wanted to rebrand a little bit. So the Game Fart became Foreplay. We started over at number 1. Foreplay number 1. We wanted to highlight everything cool that all of our friends were doing outside of just video games, because Dave was making comic books, people were making music, people were doing really interesting things, and how do we capture all that? So we tried to make it a hub for creative writing, comic book coverage, movies, TV, and we went like all in. We wanted to have an outlet for us to do whatever we wanted, didn't matter what it was. We then had an editor for every subsection of the site, but we all kind of worked together on it. So I think like Chris was in charge of video games, and Dave was in charge of comic books or TV movies, and I think Kyle was in charge of he was in charge of comics. Either way, whatever it was, right? But we would all still write articles under the different things, and then it was a whole thing. But with this whole new idea, the new website, the new branding for the podcast, suddenly the Free Cheese was born. And it was here where we started to see everything kind of grow a little bit, and we were kind of able to grow individually down whichever path we desired. We got to meet a lot of new people. We got to go to Mohawk Games and see Offworld Trading Company before anyone knew what it was or that it existed. It was still like before even pre-alpha. Like, it was just really early days, but they invited us in and we got to hang out and play their game, which was really cool. At the same time, we interviewed Andy Hall about his time as a toy maker and the experience of bringing Spelunky to what we know it as now. We interviewed Yacht Club Games the day before Shovel Knight launched. Like, that was huge.
Yeah, that's a good one.
They're all good. Yeah, but that was like, we're just some fucking dumb blog from Baltimore, and you're launching the biggest game of your careers, and the day before you're spending 90 minutes.
Yeah, we didn't even know how far that was even going to go.
Right, yeah, and like we still continue to keep up with them. It's just weird. But we really took like this weekend hobby that we were doing and turned it into a way to communicate with people that we really liked, and a way to talk about games that we were still playing. And suddenly this thing that I had set out on, years prior, where I just wanted a resume, so to speak, transformed into something I never expected it to. And in time, we realized that games were kind of what drove us, and that the most time we spent on the website was writing and thinking and talking about games. So when Mark came on board, we had this super intense 48 hours covering E3, and it was wild.
Yeah.
And within those 2 days, we had this really, really good conversation until like 3 a.m, when we had to be up at 8 o'clock the next morning to get ready for.
How can you sleep at a time like that?
I don't know. It was really hard, really weird. But within that, like, we were up until like 3, and we talked about kind of what we wanted to see the Free Cheese become and where we wanted it to go. It everything got like little different little. We just doubled down on like what we.
Yeah, it was. I guess there was a bit of a shift.
Yeah, but we felt good about it. Like it was a really good, healthy conversation. I always forget that moment, that feeling. I mean, not forget. I'll never forget. I always remember and look back on that finally, like that middle of the night, like.
I think we're talking about like making a game or something. Or
Yeah,
like,
and
you had an idea. You were like writing a story or something, and you want to turn it into a game or something, or like a book, like a maybe they were hand in hand. I forgot what it was.
But then we took all of that and applied it to how we would run the website, and it was like, I don't know. I felt really good about.
It was something about like just the passion, I guess, behind it all.
Yeah. And we kind of remembered what we wanted to do from the beginning with the free cheese. And by the end of the week, we transformed the look and the feel of the site again, totally doubling down on games. We started drawing inspiration from our favorite magazines, from our childhood, different things we had read and grown up with. And we looked at what OneUp had done before they were shut down. And we launched our first cover story in July of 2014, which was, and we never heard from them again, which Mark drew the cover for, a little sadness sitting against the wall.
So proud of that.
Yeah, it was so good. And later that year, in October, we retitled the podcast and reset its numbering to coincide with our original episodes. And at last, the free cheese was branded. Like, we kind of got into the most current form of where we're at now, which was cool. We kind of planted that seed and let it grow, and it again became something we hadn't expected. At episode 150, we developed Rebirth, where we took the ideas we had learned after so long and all the new ideas that we wanted to inject into the site, and we returned with kind of what we felt was a brand new direction for the free cheese. And along the way, a submission and a weird dream brought us Matt, and we grew into the trio that we have now. I don't think I ever talked about the weird dream, did I?
What weird?
I never told you about this, did I?
I don't. You have a lot of weird dreams.
Yeah,
I
know. So
let's dive in.
there was Matt and I worked together, and I don't remember how it was that me doing the podcast came up, but whatever. It's a thing that, it was one of the 4 identifiers of me that everyone knows, right? Loud and beard and podcast. And at some point Matt had said like, hey, that's really cool. If you ever want me to do anything, let me know. And I was like, yeah, cool. And I don't know if anything came of it immediately, but eventually you wrote about Destiny and you wrote a review for MLB or NHL.
I think
it was springtime.
Yeah.
Was it NHL?
Oh, I don't remember now.
No, I'm starting to think it was MLB. I don't know. Like I
If
remember.
it was
I know.
spring, it had to be MLB.
I know. I don't remember.
I remember these articles.
Yeah,
before
yeah.
meeting you.
Right. Yeah.
I was like, sports.
Yeah.
That's new.
I got a text.
I was like, who? Wait. Oh, is this somebody new? Okay,
Right.
that
Yeah.
makes more sense.
And I was like, yeah, I got a sports guy. We're good. Got this.
Complete the spectrum.
And then I think a while had passed, like maybe a year or better. Maybe? Or no, you did. You started with baseball, and then 6 months later, you did
I did
NHL in the fall, and then a little while had passed. And you had brought it up again just because we still talked at work on and off, and talked about video games, and had a shared love for different podcasts that we listened to, and different personalities we were into and stuff. And then one night, I have this dream that I'm at work, and everybody at work is in these like gray uniforms, like think like Michael Myers,
Okay.
right? But like more form-fitting and not like all loose like that. And everyone's in these gray outfits, and it's all the people we work with and all the people that
I guess they would be rompers now.
Sure, romper. Everyone's in these gray rompers, and they're all walking, they're all marching, and they're being led by some leader who's also in a gray romper, being led up this spiral staircase. But at the same time that they're going up, if you change perspective, they're all going back down, and there's really just no progress happening at all. It's like an MC Escher painting. They're going up to go down. They're marching in circles and going nowhere.
Have you seen the music video for "Around the World" by Daft Punk?
No. Is that what I'm describing?
There's a part where like everybody's doing a rhythm around this
Yeah.
little area, and there's just people like go up these stairs, do a little dance, go back down the stairs, and it just keeps repeating.
It's just, this was no rhythm. This was very like bleak, dark. Everything's gray. Everything's drab. Everyone's going nowhere.
Infinite loop.
And I realize that I'm part of the line, and I step out and I look down at myself, and I'm wearing this green DuckTales shirt. And it's one that I have, right? But I'm wearing that shirt in this dream, and I'm like,
It's very specific.
oh. And then I look over, and everyone in this sea of gray, Matt is standing there, and he's wearing the exact same green DuckTales shirt. And he sees that I'm wearing it, and he steps out of line. And right there, I knew that Matt had to be a part of the free cheese. And I woke up the next morning, and I was like, yeah, duh. What am I doing?
I'm like, the theme song's just in my head now.
Woo. But it was like that thing of just like, it was that sudden realization that like, I don't know, like
DuckTales.
whatever's happening outside of everything, I'm stepping away from the crowd that's stuck in this monotony. And Matt is someone who is willing and wants to do that too. Why is he not doing this?
So we like Huey, Dewey, and Louie now?
Maybe.
Yeah. I always picture myself an Uncle Scrooge, but just because I'm diving in piles of money. No.
Yeah. Hopping on that cane.
And yeah, so Matt like came on board fully September.
166. I looked up the episode.
What was the episode's name?
That's tomorrow.
I want to know now. What is it? I want to know what's the episode name.
He just said it.
No, he's saying we have to wait till tomorrow. I want to know now.
God damn it.
I didn't even see what you're doing.
I didn't
I was
get
waiting
it.
for him.
Over my head. I'm in nostalgia mode. Sorry. And since then, it's everything. Every month we do a new cover story with a new central theme, and we focus on trying to create a narrative between video games and some idea. We've increased our capacity and our intrigue for creating video content. We've really come around on that, and we kind of come to understand that a lot better. And then we come together every single week and record a podcast, of which now we record the 200th episode. So in the end, all I can really say is thank you. Thanks to everyone who's ever listened to the episode. Thanks to an episode. Thanks to everyone who's ever looked at anything we've made. Thanks to everyone who's told somebody else about what we do. Thanks to everybody who's contributed to this thing. Thanks Dorian and Soren for bringing us into the studio and letting us play something before anybody knew it existed. Thanks Nick, Ian, and Sean for spending an hour before your game was released, the day before your game was released, talking to some idiot from Baltimore. Thanks for Alex to talking to me about Japan and life in Japan as a foreigner and what it's like to own a business and create a video game bar on his only day off because he's working 6 days a week at a video game bar. Thanks, Ray, for letting me pick your brain about creating a magazine and 1UP and being inside of E3 and all of that, and just being gracious enough to chat with me. That was like a big one for me. It was like, that's one of the guys I idolized at 1UP, and now he's on my podcast, which is still really surreal. And then thanks Dan, thanks Tyler, thanks Sandeep, thanks Akko, thanks Ben, thanks Kyle, thank you Dave, thank you Chris, Joe, Dash, Mike, James, Jeff. Of course, thanks Matt and thanks Mark for being here for this episode.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. This everybody.
I mean,
come on. No, you too. Little clap.
the microphones don't like this.
Good.
All right.
You're welcome.
Yeah. So, what have you guys been playing? I'm kidding. How are you? I didn't start by asking how
I
you
don't
are.
have feelings.
I just jumped into that. But how are you guys doing on this fine day just a week before E3? I guess not even a week before. We're like fucking EA starts Saturday, so we're under the week
6
count.
days.
The most exciting
Yeah,
of press conferences.
EA. I don't know about that.
I'm
20 minutes of Need for Speed.
Yeah, like aside from the hype, my legs feel better now because I was at a concert yesterday.
Yeah, I saw your Instagram.
Yeah, I'm not finished uploading stuff. But it's like everything's like in the. I filmed like high res.
Yeah.
So-
Oh yeah.
And it's like, it didn't save it all on my phone. Like the lower quality saved on my phone, but I have to like
Oh, that's kind of cool.
fully like download the high res stuff to get
Yeah,
it all.
yeah,
So
yeah.
I'm trying to like cut all that and whatever. But yeah, I saw City in Color,
Mm-hmm.
and then with Noah Gunderson. So two of my favorite musicians, whatever.
Whatever. Fuck you,
No
Mom.
big deal. No, I mean, it was like it was good. Like I saw Noah before, like 2 years ago,
Yeah.
and that was a really good show. Like he even covered like a Deftones song, that was really good. But this time it was just him and like not the rest of his group with him, like his brother or sister or whatever. But like, I don't know if this is usual at Ram's Head, but do people typically talk during a show?
What do you mean, like beside you?
Yeah, just like, you just hear ambience of noise in the background, people just conversing while like somebody
Yeah.
is playing.
Yeah, no, I hear every concert I've ever been to. If they're not smoking weed, they're having some conversation.
Huh.
Yeah.
I
I
guess
mean, you might hear me talking to the bartender saying, "Hey, I need 2 more beers because I'm double fisting."
But I usually find that like
there was like a person like next to me and like this guy and a girl just talking about like shoes and tattoos on their phone the whole time. It's like, dude,
What?
like respect the show.
but there's a lot of people that go to concerts, and it took me a while to even realize that was a person, because I'm not that person, but there's totally that person that's like,
And it's
they're not there they're there so that tomorrow they go, yeah, I went to some concert last night.
Yeah. I guess their voice was like a little louder than most people's like conversation.
And that's
levels at
usually
a
the one
show.
that you...
But other than that, like it was a good show. My legs were almost locking up just from standing there for so long. Like,
how long was the show?
No, it was only on for like maybe half an hour. City and Color was 2 hours.
Whoa.
Damn.
Was not expecting that.
No.
I kept looking at the time, and I was like in the corner that they have like you can see a little time near the stage.
Yeah.
And like they got off, and people were like, come back, like encore or whatever. They encored like 7 extra songs.
No.
It was good.
There was some... I forget the last time that happened to me, but I saw a band, and I was just like, no, guys, this is cool. Like, you played enough. I'm ready to go.
I was kind of like that towards
Yeah,
the end.
yeah, you
I
get
was
to that point where you're like, I don't know.
I was like, I want to go to the merch stand. I want to get like a shirt or something.
Yeah.
I didn't want to wait in the big line. I didn't get anything because everything they had was only in a large. I'm like, well, you don't have tiny boy size, so bye.
Next time you go buy a shirt,
You have size tiny boy?
I think that's the way to go. Yeah. Well, that's right. I'm glad you had a fun time. I saw you and a couple other people in my feed posting
Oh, really?
things from that. Yeah.
Did any of them hold a fidget spinner?
Oh,
Because I saw that.
man.
Like right before everything started, just saw a hand out of the crowd. I was
God
like,
damn it.
what a good start.
2017, man.
Yeah.
I wanted to get us some for the podcast. I wanted to see if there's like a company that maybe makes them with your logo branded on it. I'm sure they do. I just didn't look at all, actually. It was just an idea that I had. But that would have been cool.
Cool? Is that the word you want to go with?
Yeah, if we had little free cheese fidget spinners with free cheese logos on each of the ball bearings. Huh?
Oh, man. I don't even know.
Yeah.
All I'm saying is I'm going to Ocean City at the end of the month, so I'll be short. That's probably fidget spinner heaven.
I imagine. Any dumb tchotchke that's
I
popular.
guarantee you there's a belt buckle with one on it.
Oh, shit.
It's giving me a good idea.
I'm excited to see what you come home
I
with
used to have
now.
this belt buckle that I never wore a while back of like just a
Getting some
buzzsaw that would spin.
Oh,
It was a
man.
Christmas gift.
Yeah.
I'm coming back home with 25 fidget spinners and 5 tie-dye t-shirts
Uh-huh.
that say Ocean City Senior Week.
See, but you fucked up.
Sun's out,
If you
guns
buy
out.
one of those shirts, you fucked up because I told you when you buy them. March.
See, I'm
You
not
buy-
going there in March. I'm going there peak
You go.
bro season.
You buy last year's merch.
No, so yeah, you want to borrow Joe's pink hoodie?
I can give you my pink hoodie
It's all right.
from 2014 or whenever. it
Cut
was
off the
from.
sleeves.
Yeah. I guess. Matt, how are you?
Great.
Period.
No, got out on the boat for the first time yesterday. Got
Yeah?
some sun. I'm not totally pale white anymore.
That's good. That's a good thing.
Got at the shorty.
Wait, is this the
shorty
first time
shorts.
you ever been on a boat, or just the first time this year?
This summer.
Okay.
This summer. Let's go sound real bro, and I apologize. My dad owns a boat, and it's a pontoon boat, so it's good for going out, drinking, lounging, stuff like that.
I mean, that's
And
what most boats
when
are
I
for.
say, actually, usually the first time I go out, I forget how to day drink, and I need to remind myself how to day drink.
I mean,
Meaning,
how?
like, I mispace myself, and I get
Drunk too
bad,
fast in
yeah.
the sun.
And then, I usually come home burned and stuff like that. As you can see.
You got a nice even color.
Yeah,
No.
I mean, I'm not like tan.
I was
but
like, maybe
I
it's
got
the
some
lighting,
color.
but right arm looks a little pinker than the left arm.
Whatever. I mean, depends how I sit too. You know,
Could just be
sun.
my eyes,
I mean, I did
so-
fall asleep for like an hour, so who knows how I shifted in my sleep. But
Again, though, I remember last year you coming in and being Pink
Both
boy.
you being tan boys.
Oh yeah, I got real burned the first time
Yeah.
because I was dumb. It was overcast, and I was like, "Oh,
Yep.
you need suntan lotion."
That happened to me last year.
Yeah, I do this every time it's overcast too. That was like the 5th time this happened to me. You would
Yeah.
think I learned by now.
Nope, I didn't. I wouldn't think that.
No,
But yeah,
I only get sun poisoning. That is it. Like,
Go straight from
I wish I was-
ghost to poison.
I wish I was exaggerating. I don't.
But you see, that's the good news is even if I burn, I know it's gonna be a bastard for a week or so probably, but I tan out with it. It doesn't go away.
The burn's worth it.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
the base burn, as I like to call it.
Mm-mm-mm.
But yeah, no, it was nice to get on the boat for the first time, get some drinks, relax. Forgot to bring my book. I was gonna read a book.
What book? What are you reading?
The girl in the is it the Spider's Web? It's the 4th book for the Millennium.
I told
That's
you.
good.
Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, you're good. I'm having trouble
That was
thinking
that-
of
that was
the
that lobster
goddamn
picture.
book.
Oh, I remember.
Oh my god.
Was it the girl who kicked a man in a bush?
Is it?
The girl with the dragon tattoo. Yeah, it's that series of books.
Yes.
The author died after his 3rd book, and I think he was like halfway through his 4th book.
Oh.
Someone came in and completed the 4th book.
Ew.
Like
So I
like
wanted
a
to read
protege of
that.
some kind, or
Yeah, I don't
close
know.
friend.
I don't remember who exactly did it, but yeah, someone picked up on it. I read the first 3 books during my stint as a lifeguard
Mm-hmm.
I've always
at
wanted to
the
read those.
pool. They're very good. They're very good mystery, thriller.
Like I
kind of
saw
things.
the. Is it
David Fincher?
David Fincher?
The
I'm gonna say
American movie,
Lynch
yeah.
for some reason. But that's a comedian.
Nope, David Lynch is also a
No.
great filmmaker, not comedian.
No, Stephen Lynch.
Yep.
Sorry,
Yep.
I'm bad with names. But yeah, I saw.
Well, they're
I
all
saw-
very. That's a good.
Yeah, I saw that movie. I wanted to watch the. Is it Swedish?
Mm-hmm.
The Swedish trilogy.
Yeah, like I didn't watch that yet, but I wanted to. But the
Are they
first
better,
one-
or is David Fincher's?
I haven't seen it.
I love David Fincher's intro to that movie. Like the intro credits, it's all just like black goo CG with like Nine Inch Nails or something playing, like Trent Reznor stuff. I can't.
That's
it was,
Trent Reznor, Atticus Ross, and I think it's the girl singing because it's a remake of that song. I forget the name of it now. Oh god, that's really bad. Anyway,
The Itsy Bitsy Spider.
no, not that.
they're making a sequel.
But
I think.
the person from the
Okay.
Yeahs,
Maps.
yeah, the lead singer did the vocals for that.
Carano.
It was good, but I don't like. Apparently, with the sequel for that movie, whole new cast.
We see what. So, I don't think the first one did as well as the studio wanted it to do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
That's
yeah, so they're doing a whole new cast, but the movie they're not doing the second movie.
No,
They're doing the book I want to read.
so they're just skipping everything.
Yeah,
to-
so I don't like it.
So
I haven't started yet. I need to do like a brief refresher on the actual trilogy before I jump into this
Yeah,
too.
I'll
But
have to read it
I
too.
don't know if it's like I think it's a sequel to everything, but I'm not sure if it like needs the previous books or if it's like its own standalone thing or how.
There'll probably be like flashbacks or references to. Like,
So yeah,
the
like
other
I don't
ones.
know if necessarily this movie they're gonna make it needs the other 2
Okay,
books.
that's interesting.
It's a common theme in your life right now.
What?
Doing the next in the series from the team who didn't bring you the first one.
God
I
damn it.
watched a movie called Paprika this week, which is a 2007 movie by Satoshi Kon. Did you ever see it?
I'm trying to hold back a sneeze.
Oh,
I don't. It sounds familiar. I don't think I've seen it. Success.
But the reason I think of it is because they're potentially doing something weird with his final film that he never finished before he died. But they have like a lot of the major scenes already drawn, but not the in-betweens aren't animated, and they still have to finish some stuff. But one of his producers or proteges or friends or something is like trying to take it on and carry it on and finish it at some point. But Paprika, it's about there's a device that lets you go into people's dreams.
Is it a door?
And no, it's like a thing you wear in your head. But there's a corporation involved who wants to plant ideas into somebody's head, and
Yeah.
right.
Yep.
But this was 2007, and Inception
Right.
was 2010. And,
Yeah. Bullshit.
but the fucking animation in this movie is incredible.
What kind of animation is it?
Like beautiful type.
No, I mean like CG, 2D hand drawn.
It's definitely 2D hand drawn. But they just do some really weird shit with the dream sequences and the way everything kind of flows in and out of reality. And
oh,
you remember
anime?
Mm-hmm.
I do remember this cover.
Yeah,
a lot.
Yeah, it was really, really good.
Oh, Monkey King?
What
reference? Staff, crown?
Potentially, I don't know.
Huh?
Yeah, it was cool. I recommend
check that out.
I totally recommend it. Anything that guy did before he died, Satoshi Kon, really good.
What else did he do?
Perfect Blue. He did a show called Paranoia Agent.
That sounds familiar.
Little Slugger.
Yeah. Because I always kept thinking of like a demented Ness.
Yeah.
The
yes.
broken bat.
Yeah.
The intro to that show was like, the intro is really nice and humble. Then you watch the show and it's like, what the fuck?
Yeah. Yeah. Super good stuff.
Cool.
That was my whole week. Preparing for episode 200. Yeah. That's it. I wore my shirt.
I like it.
See.
It's the original Game Fart t-shirt.
Pits have seen better days.
That's true. I've got to wear something with the shirt now to hide the stain.
Let's make it sleeveless.
I could. I do that with most of my shirts. It start to get real bad.
You might be at that point now.
Make it a crop top.
I know. I almost didn't wear it because of that, but I was like, I can't not.
It's vintage.
Yeah. And I got another shirt too.
Oh?
Might see it next week. Just gonna leave it at that.
Is it?
Oh yeah. You know what it is.
Okay.
So with that, every week on the Free Cheese Podcast, we do a little something called Now Playing, where we talk about what we've been playing. We're going to keep it brief this week because we do have a lot of E3 predictions to run through. But did you guys touch on anything this week that was kind of interesting? First, I'll ask the question that I already know the answer to. Did you play ARMS?
No.
Sure.
I did. A little bit more. I couldn't even make it an hour, though. Like, I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's because I know it's just a dumb little, like, test and it's not the real thing, and I don't want to...
You're just ready for the full game already at this point.
Yeah.
Is it that, or is it, now we're asking the question, are you going to buy day one?
No, I mean, I was like that with Splatoon. I haven't touched it since that one day that we all played it. And I'm like, look, I know what this is.
Yeah.
I don't need to play it anymore. I'm just going to wait for the full game.
See, but I don't know if I'm the same way with ARMS. Like, with Splatoon, I'm like, I know what this is. I'm on board.
I think...
ARMS, I'm there, but I'm also like, do I want to do that in the middle of June? Like, do I really want to double down on it? Which tells me I'm not alone in that, because clearly that's how just people work. I can't be the only one thinking that. Therefore, Nintendo knows that, and we're going to have to suffer through some bullshit about ARMS during E3. Which you're going to get a blip.
I think you're going to get a blip. Yeah, you're going to get... We'll talk more about this when we get there, but you're going to see probably like a one of those release trailers. Like
Yeah.
But yeah.
Did you just totally blanked on it?
Yeah, I forgot.
Okay. I didn't know if you had considered it and been like, meh, I don't care.
I like that they're doing a testing. I don't like the scheduling.
Scheduling sucks. If the scheduling had been better, I probably would have played it more.
Should have just been. Like,
I would have been able to try it. Yeah.
Should have been just like an offline demo and just versus computers. Like I'm not worried about fighting other people right now.
I mean, for that, it might not have been for us. It
is a global testing, so maybe because they're testing, how it works with everybody across the world. I get that.
And I'm sure it gives them insight into.
But I guess have that option. Like you still have both, fight the AI whenever you want, but to fight online is timed.
Right. Yeah.
So like keep it how it is now, but just add an offline mode.
Yeah. That would have been cool. But
But the game's really coming out really soon. So like next week. 2 weeks?
Soonish, yeah. Like the end of E3 week, that Friday.
That Friday of E3.
Yeah. So I woke up absurdly early Saturday morning. I got up at like 4:30 to let Oswald out, and then I laid back in bed, and then I was like, I'm not tired. I'm awake now. So I'm just gonna be awake and be that person. So woke up, learned that I could pair my 8-bit controllers with the Switch, which I'm like fucking through the roof about.
Glad you could pair something to that Switch.
Sorry about your AirPods. But yeah, so I was like, oh, dope, rad, this is exciting. I'm going to go update the firmware on these things, hook them up. And I played ARMS with the NES Pro. I forget what they call this thing. The NES 30 Pro is what this is called. That's the particular model of this
It's also a good way to let your Joy-Cons charge.
Yeah. Well, I'd been playing with the Pro controller, which was good. This, just for those out there who do have one of these guys, because they're really dope.
How much are they?
They're like under $40.
Oh, so if people can't get a Pro controller, you can...
Totally. This registers as a Pro controller.
It's a good substitute.
Only thing you won't have is the HD Rumble, and you won't have Amiibo. But,
Well, the second thing. First thing,
yeah. But you'll have that on your fucking Joy-Cons if you want it anyway.
Kind of wish I played it this weekend. Just because of all the hesitation, I should have experienced for myself, but
I watched the trailer for that cop character with the dog.
Oh, Bite and Bark?
Yeah, his special. I didn't know. I like his special.
What's it do?
Does it throw bacon?
Well, like the dog in the meantime on the side will like throw in little jabs, like kind of play dirty, but the special, the dog combines with the cop, and the dog is the head.
God damn it. Of course. Of course.
How much is this game? 60 for that?
Yeah. Well, here's the great news. One of us is going to buy it.
Me.
So you can try it.
I am all on board.
Yeah. I mean, so I played it a little bit more.
I don't know what I'm talking about.
I ended up about halfway through me playing it. I was like, let me jump back into motion now that I'm in the comfort of my own home and not at an event. So I do not like motion. And I think that's why playing at that event with motion controls turned me off, and playing it with it now turned me off. And it's not because I'm punching. That part feels good.
That's what I say. I like the punching. It's the moving.
It's the movement.
Yeah.
The movement, the way you move in this is by
weird.
leaning the Joy-Cons forward to move forward.
I forgot about that. The sides I'm okay with. That's all I did anyway.
Right. The sides make sense, but in order to move forward, you have to tilt. You have to bend your hands forward, which just doesn't feel good, and your character doesn't move swiftly. So if I'm playing with a controller, the character moves at a much more faster rate than if I'm holding the Joy-Cons forward. Yeah. And I even got to the point where I was like pushing the Joy-Cons like completely horizontal, like parallel to the ground. The problem with that is it registers it as a grab, so you throw out both your arms, leaving you. It's not a great experience.
I think it's a consensus with that. Like everybody prefers the controller.
Yeah, I mean, and that's the thing. Like the punching feels good.
So what are you doing with the left Joy-Con then?
No, they're both in your hand.
No, I'm saying like the analog stick. What's the fuck the point of that?
Nothing. Doesn't exist.
Yeah.
When you're holding it,
they'll patch that.
When you're holding it,
they have to.
they have to.
I didn't mean for it to be like that, but they have to.
No, but when you're holding it like that, your L and R, the top triggers, are something that I already forgot. One of them is jump and one of them is dash. And then the back trigger, ZL, ZR, one of those will activate your special when you build up that meter. By special, it's just like a barrage attack. It's not like a whatever. But other than that, like, you're just moving your arms to punch, which is...
It's cool when you're like curving.
Like,
it's like you're making a big curve, and all of a sudden at the very end you twist your fist so it does like a little like a little S almost.
And I was doing some of that stuff too, like just like
yeah. It's hard to do that when you're playing on just like non-motion.
Yeah.
But that's fine. I'd rather have movement.
Yeah. But it's good. I got partway through and I was like, all right, I'm gonna try this controller out on a different game now. Bye. Like I don't know.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
I'll still buy it. Because why the fuck not, right?
Yeah. Depends on what happens at E3. Maybe E3, they're like, hey, this week is... We'll talk
they're
later.
not.
We'll talk later. God damn it. We have things to talk about. Let me tell you what. But yeah, I didn't play... I played a lot more Injustice. I went online ranked. Fucking some nerds up. I just spiked the mic a lot. I'm sorry. But yeah, I did a lot of online this week, and I don't do online ever. And I really liked online, kind of.
So
caveats there.
You did better than I did, right? When I just
I did. Yeah.
Across the couch when I halfway through the
Matt
battle.
did that thing. Matt did that Matt pissed off thing. Just like
I shut down like
nope.
little kid. And instead of throwing a tantrum, I just stopped playing.
Yeah.
I mean, the tantrum was coming.
I could feel it, and I tried to get him to go back in. He's like,
You don't want to.
Nope. He was like, let me go back to Weed Farm. I got this.
I'm about to pull up my computer and play Dota, but no.
Yeah.
It's besides the point.
Yeah. No, but that was the thing. Like what Matt experienced is the shitty part of Injustice Online, which is like fucking Black Adam in the top corner of the map or the stage, just meter burn spamming lightning bolts.
Oh, I was expecting to hear Deadshot.
No, that's the thing. Everybody keeps talking about Deadshot. I have not encountered a single one.
Huh.
It's Black Adam. It's Aquaman, which Aquaman was a motherfucker in the first one.
Yeah, he does have a dick move, but I try not to rely on that.
Yeah, well, no one does online. Everyone online totally relies on that and only that.
Like
and that's the thing.
Like when I play Street Fighter, I wouldn't rely on the Shoryuken.
Oh, I would. Fuck that. Always.
Yeah.
Because I'm a dick in that game because I don't know what I'm doing. And that's the problem. People are jumping into ranked and they shouldn't be in ranked, which is fine, right? Like that's everybody. I shouldn't say should, right? Do what you want to do. But it does suck where...
Yeah, but like it's called ranked for a reason.
True.
You know what I mean? Like
but
this is why they had the multiple options. So it's like if you're not like a fully adept.
But that's my
esports.
thing. That's my problem. Is like you've got people who I've had better times in unranked.
Yeah.
Because people are actually playing the game legitimately. Ranked mode, it's usually all the people that are just like, well, I know how to spam and get by.
And
Maybe that's on me for not learning how to combat the spam, but it also sucks and isn't a fun time.
Yeah, learn how to combat the spam.
I know. That's my next like evolution as a player. But yeah, it's fun. I'm playing Green Lantern a lot, which is weird, and even weirder, I'm playing Wonder Woman a lot.
How can you not today?
I know.
Bum, 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 bum.
I still need to see that.
I haven't seen it yet.
I'm going. I got ticks. There. Did the Monday morning matinee.
Lucky.
I had to work the weekend, you know.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Like that song from the 1980s.
Everybody's working for the weekend.
Yeah, Injustice, very dope. You've been playing, keeping up with it still?
I have not.
Oh. Well.
I mean, well, mostly, to be honest, because of work.
Oh, yeah.
That's fair.
But, and by the time I get home, it's like, I only have time to, like, poop and then sleep.
No, I had that same thing this week. Yeah, like when I say I've been playing Injustice, it was like the beginning of the week, and by the end of the week, that was when I was off, because I had 3 days off for Memorial Day. And then I went back to work, and it was like, come home, eat something quickly.
Like, my PS4, I didn't realize has been unplugged, because I had to, like, move stuff. And that was in the way, so I had to unplug it, and I forgot to plug it back in, I think. So my computer's been hooked up. And so that's just kind of been, like, my everything, like, TV, whatever, fall asleep to it type deal. But no, I strangely been playing World of Warcraft.
What the fuck?
Yes.
Did you not know this?
No, I did not know this. This is awesome.
Yeah. I mean, I am a MMO...
Your reaction to this is so good, too.
I don't know what to call it. It's a field that I'm very familiar with, so I've tried just about everything that I've heard of to a point.
Yeah.
Never got far in any of them. Never invested heavily into any of them besides maybe Guild Wars 2, maybe. And Anarchy Online. But from there, my one friend Joe was just really he's just on his Blizzard kick lately. Between Overwatch, like we would play Diablo 3 together.
Right.
He's even trying like Heroes of the Storm,
Hot.
which I'm kind of skeptic about.
God.
I don't know yet. And then
When he hops in, that's when I fall off the cliff too.
I was looking at all the
I've been eyeing it
characters.
too.
I was looking at all the characters. I was like, who would I like? I don't even know. There was only like one character that I would like. It's some like orc shaman dude with like wolf armor. I don't know. But anyway,
I'm not.
See, I know the
Look
war.
at
You see,
but you can play as Diablo.
I don't care. No. You know
like
what I can do? I
devils.
can play as Batman on fucking Injustice. That's what I can do.
see,
I can play
you
as
got-
Twintel.
you got the Warcraft knowledge from World of Warcraft. I got it from Hearthstone, so I feel like we're like right there.
Yeah, I was like, why
I
is
know
that?
some of the lore.
Yeah, I'm an idiot because I didn't know what like a Hearthstone was. I was like, oh, it's in WoW. It's what you teleport to go back to a home base or whatever, like an inn.
Yeah, it's
that
like
you
the
can-
tavern, yeah.
Yeah. I was like, oh, okay, that makes sense because they play in a tavern or whatever.
Yeah, you're literally the main menu is the front door. Yeah.
Yeah.
Great.
So it's just like for shits and gigs, we were both dwarves because I thought that was just funny, just having little dudes running around wrecking everything.
Yeah.
I was a hunter, so I just had this big blunderbuss,
Yeah.
just shooting things. Had a big bear with me.
Okay.
It's cool. He was a paladin, and then just recently we switched because we're We had more people playing, so I was like, I'm gonna try out a different race, and like, because every character, like every race, has their own like beginning tutorial stuff to like get you acclimated with the character, get a little bit of the story from their point of view before you mingle with every other race in the world. So it's like we wanted to play together, so we all picked one race again. So I wanted to try the Worgen, which is basically the werewolf of this. And it's on the Alliance side if anybody cares to know or doesn't know, whatever. So you start off as a human at first, and then you get attacked by like your town gets plagued by Worgens, and then you get infected by one or bitten, whatever, and then you become one eventually. So that's your main form throughout the rest of the game. But you can transform back into a human. For some reason, you just can't combat in it anymore. But yeah, I was just learning a lot about that story. It's pretty cool. It's a very gothic setting. It was like brick roads, gray skies, gloomy. Everybody's like steampunk looking.
Yeah.
Now, do you have the expansions? Are you?
I was playing for free at first, and then my friend wanted to do a like refer a friend thing to get like some special perks.
Yeah.
So I did that, and I got the deal where instead of paying $20 for the full game, I only paid $10. So I did that. So now we can be in a group together, and we can trade items. You can't do that in the free version. It's free up until level 20.
Yeah.
So
that's just the game though.
Like
what's been
the most recent
like Legion, right?
Yeah, Legion. I did not get that.
Okay.
I think even when you buy this game now, all those other things that used to be in expansions are all now tied to that main
cool.
game,
All
and
right.
now because
you
that
have
had a
to
rebirth of
keep-
its own. So it's like everything graphically got updated, facelifted, stories changed. It's bringing it more back to like not exactly how it used to be, but it's definitely more. I feel like it feels more hardcore now than it did before, and a lot of people are starting to jump back into it.
I know Nick kind of got Legion, or sorry, other way around. Legion kind of got Nick back into WoW before his internet.
That was with a lot of people.
Death.
It's like the most like the two expansions before that, people were just like, "What the hell? What is this? What is happening? This isn't WoW. I hate it."
Mr. Pandaria added Pokemon, yo.
Yeah, but and that's still in it. You can catch any creature and fight them. It's like a whole side.
Sub-game.
Yeah,
Yeah, Panda.
Yeah, got
You
to.
can do that.
yeah.
Pandamon.
I'm just for my Worgen, I'm a warrior, and I named him Wolf's Tane.
Wolf's Tane.
Yeah, so the Wolf's Bane, and I got the name Tane from Tim and Eric because Paul Rudd. So Diablo 3, I have Magnus, which was a Beaver Boys dance move.
Right.
So now I have Wolf's Tane. So
This is good.
gotta keep it thematic, you know.
That's good.
But yeah, I mean, again, still not that far in it all. Just been spending like maybe like an hour or two out of the whole week trying it out.
It's cool though. It's a weird,
Yeah, I didn't expect myself to be playing that, but
especially not in 2017.
No.
But, I mean, here we are.
Yeah.
The world is young.
it's all right.
What's up?
Oh, hey.
World of Warcraft. No, it's like
No, God damn it.
I'm not there.
I would shut down. Export,
Before
upload.
I start, I do have an announcement. Nick is about to come back online, I think in the middle of this week. So the first-person bro shooters will be back in my life.
Oh, man.
The Rainbow Sixes, the Battlefields, they're all about to come back.
Oof.
I got my PlayStation out a little bit to make room for the bro shooters again.
Goddamn.
So,
miss
Bloodborne
those
might have
too.
to get deleted off the console for a
Whoa,
few days. Yeah.
Careful.
I know.
The DLC, though.
Episode 200,
It's-
man.
I
Watch your
haven't even
mouth.
done that.
Yeah, really.
I haven't even done that re-download because I think I have to delete it then re-download it. It's
Oh,
weird.
poop.
Don't worry. Everything will be fixed by next time we record. But no, mainly more Mass Effect. Of course, I play Dota more, but I really have nothing to add. I'm just trying to learn things as I go. But no, Mass Effect, I have like a love-hate relationship with this game.
Yeah.
There are some times where I'm playing it just to get through it, and then there are other times where I'm playing it because I actually am enjoying it. So, yeah. Like, some of the dialogue choices in that game, it's like Ryder wants to be a bro, but like they're trying to make him a serious character. I just don't understand it sometimes, and I don't know if it's just the decisions I'm making just to make him sound stupid, but like I don't. Some of the dialogue choices just don't make sense. There was finally a side character that was really like cool, and I was like, oh man, like he's like a badass, but he's kind of like feminine And then he turned out to be kind of gay.
Yeah.
He never really fully came out, but like there were hints of it. And then ever since the hints started dropping, that like the game just wanted me to hook up with him the entire time.
Oh, weird.
Yeah, like for those who play the game, I think it's on Kadara, which is actually a cool place itself because there's like half marketplace, like a hub world, half like go out and explore the land and try to defeat some monsters and stuff like that. But yeah, he was just like this cool mercenary-esque character. Like he just seemed pretty badass, and then
out of nowhere.
Yeah, it got real weird. It was like someone was writing the character. Their job got moved to some like bushes over in the corner,
right.
and someone else stepped in to do the rest of the character development. It was just a weird shift.
It was like all the decisions like all pointing into one direction.
Yeah, literally. You know,
it's like not really.
Have you ever seen the
Mass?
Yeah. Are you guys familiar with like the Mass Effect dialogue wheel?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like every. What?
I said. Mm-hmm.
I just like Mark's like.
Every choice I had with him had like the heart relationship, like to build a relationship, like a
weird
love, like an actual like love relationship with him. It was
it's one
great.
thing if that's like an option, right? But the whole idea behind Mass Effect is that it's choices you're making. It seems like it's a forced choice.
I played away from it like the entire time.
And one that's not earned.
That was my problem with Walking Dead season 1.
Yeah,
I was trying to avoid somebody getting shot at this argument, and no matter what, I played every combination possible, and no matter what, I could not save everybody.
And I guess that's fine. Like in the end, that's what they want to. That's the story they want to tell. But you also can't tout your game as being I'm gonna choose things. I don't know.
Maybe I made a bad a choice that I accidentally led him on. Like I didn't think I did.
Yeah.
I was just trying to bro out with the dude.
Yeah, like maybe at first it's like this, and then get a little deep into it, and maybe it'll have another option to like,
Right.
But yeah, like
different things will open up.
There, after you kind of finish up on Kadera and you're about to kind of like settle on it, there's a mission right before that, or at least the next step of it, where you need to go to a party, and only he can get you into this party you need to get into. And so like when he asked you to go, all the dialogue options make it seem like a date, and it's like no, like I don't want it. Like I want this guy to be an ally because he's badass. That's all I want. Like I don't need a relationship with him.
Yeah.
But that kind of rubbed me the wrong way because it was just such a good start, and it was like the first real supporting character that I was like, this guy is cool. Sign me up. And it wasn't because he was gay. It was just because the game kind of
you didn't earn it. Yeah. That's
So that was kind of upsetting. That was like 2 hours. It just went right down the drain in my experience.
Weird.
But
was it the last time you played, or have you come back around and?
I don't think I've come back around, but it's not because I think it's just been time. I haven't had a chance to play it again. But I'm moving along. I think I want to say I'm at maybe like the midway point now. It feels like it anyway, the way the arcs are going. I finally have decided I'm not going to try to do 100% everything. I just need to ignore some stuff if I'm ever going to get through this game. So I'm hoping I beat it sooner rather than later because I kind of want to be done with it.
As we all.
Oh.
No, but the story's still good. Like there's still arcs that are really good. It was just that one particular one that rubbed me the wrong way.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's Mass Effect. I think I knew what I signed up for after the reviews started to initially come out.
Yeah.
And but I'll definitely let the site know how I feel about it once I complete it.
Yeah, we got lots of reviews coming up. We did our we launched a new cover story this week. Or last week. But Dreams is live now. And the whole month is dedicated to Dreams. We have a lot of stuff planned. I'm very excited. I missed my deadline for Breath of the Wild review. Had some garbage pop up. But that should be up soon. And then we have like boom, 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 boom. Lots of reviews hitting before E3 starts.
Just gotta empty that basket. Is that what it is on a Mac? Is it a basket, not a recycle bin?
It's trash.
Yeah.
Oh, it's just trash.
It's like a stainless steel cylinder trash can that you can see through.
Never see those anymore.
My room has one.
Oh, IKEA.
There you go.
IKEA. Yeah. Well, I say we take a brief little break, and then we come back with the good stuff. This was all good stuff.
Yeah.
But the real
Yeah.
good stuff
The meat taters.
is where we're looking forward. Yeah, be right back. Welcome back to the Free Cheese, episode 200. Boys.
Boy.
One tiny boy, please. It is time that we make some E3 predictions. Electronic 3 2017 is less than a week away. EA kicks us off on Saturday with their press conference. Bethesda follows up Sunday, just following Microsoft. Monday, we get to see a little taste into Ubisoft and then what PlayStation has to offer. And Nintendo brings us home on Tuesday. Now, there is Devolver Digital peppered in there, having their own conference this year, which we're kind of unsure what to expect.
Did they announce their
And
time?
I don't know. And there's that PC thing, maybe, right?
It-
Are they still doing that?
They're
It
doing
might
it.
be during that.
Great. I
I'd
can't
rather
wait.
watch the Devolver thing.
Here I
because
am.
The PC one's awful.
What we're going to do is talk a little bit about EA, Bethesda, and Ubisoft kind of collectively. We'll break it up into chunks and whatever. We've each got some ideas about what we might see there, what we maybe hope to see there. Then we're going to go through some actual numbered predictions for Microsoft, PlayStation, then Nintendo. 5 predictions each. So, with that, what do you guys think is going to happen during EA?
Need for Speed!
Yes, I think we're going to get Need for Speed. However, sadly, without Manu. I don't think Manu's making a
Need
return.
for Speed was announced this past
Yeah,
week.
they
I
did
did
announce
not
it.
care to look at it because I really don't give a shit about this game. But
Yeah. You can pause it now. So,
what?
yeah.
All in.
Yeah, you can pause Need for Speed. Huh?
Ironically.
Could you not pause it before?
No. That last game, you could not pause the game because it was always
You lived in it.
online.
You lived in it.
Yeah, of course you. Yes. I couldn't have said it better myself. I don't think they could say it better themselves. Congratulations on your new job at EA Marketing, Matt.
Oh,
Yeah.
God, no, I don't want to work there.
Um,
Don't send me away.
Yeah, no. Need for Speed, I'm sure, will be big. I hope that they could like get away from the fucking dumb. They won't. I know they're going to double down because they
yeah.
said they're basing this on the 2015 Need for
Reboot.
Speed. It's like, okay, that's
No,
what you guys
you're
want to
gonna-
do.
you're
I
gonna go
mean,
back to living in
The
it.
movie?
fucking no.
Oh.
The movie might be better at this point than whatever the fuck they did with Manu. Because
Remember when I told you not to buy it?
That game has like a sort of cheesiness
again,
that you can
that's
appreciate, though.
boom. But that's exactly why I bought it. That cheesiness
Yeah.
that you can appreciate. I was like, you know what?
like-
I know I need some diarrhea right now.
It's like not every game has to be.
Every
very
now and then you need
serious.
something to flush your system out. And that's what I needed. I needed that dumb, let me drive a dumb car, let me make it mint green.
Yeah, it's a game not supposed to take seriously.
Right. But they did not take it seriously at all. Except they did. They totally doubled down on that fucking stupid. They shouldn't have taken it seriously. I'm done.
I kind of like that
I don't
they
care.
had a live action approach because you haven't seen that in a while.
Dude, it was really cool.
It was-
And I liked
it
the
was-
effects
it was
of it.
stupid, but it was cool.
Except, no, it was not stupid in the idea of doing FMV.
No.
That was dope.
It was
what
the,
was dumb
it
was
the
like,
Deliverance.
oh, hey. Oh, shit, you got a hot ride. Or they didn't even say shit. They wouldn't cross that line and actually. Because that's the thing. Part of it, like, you
Everything
hate
was
these.
like trashy but clean.
Right. You hate these fucking
I'm in
people.
this industrial garage, but everybody's super porcelain.
Right. No one's going to say shit. No one's going to say fuck. And, like, a game like.
Oh heck! Well, what?
Right, yeah.
Can't have that.
I have a feeling that if Mass Effect didn't cuss, we'd be getting into borderline this territory with some of the dialogue choices I'm able to make in that game.
You got this.
So did you both have Need for Speed as your guess here?
No, that's not my bold prediction.
I mean, I think Need for Speed, they're going to show
It's gonna
that
be
off.
there.
It's
Yeah,
just
they
a
have
shoe
to.
in, like it's just coming.
Yeah,
Okay.
it has to.
It has
Sorry, I don't mean
It needs to is the proper term for that.
All right, now the bigger question is, what athlete is going to show up on stage for a half an hour?
Michael Phelps.
Good guess. I'm going to go with Alexander Ovechkin.
Ew.
Well, don't say ew. Ew for the conference, but...
I don't... no, because the Capitals are out. I don't know if you heard about this.
He's got nothing better to do right now.
Oh, fair.
Although the Worlds are going on somewhere in Europe. I don't know if Russia's still in it.
I don't know many athletes, so it's either somebody from the Toon Squad.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Or an MMA fighter.
Could be an MMA fighter.
That's what I'm thinking.
It could be.
Like, no relevance to a game, to that sport. They're just there,
This week they did show off a new trailer for Shaq Fu, A Legend Reborn. So they might have Shaq there.
I forgot.
Oh, God, Shaq. No, he's too busy doing the NBA Finals.
Ooh,
He's too busy doing the NBA Finals. He won't be there. I'm sorry.
Damn. On the other side of the car racing fence, I think they might do a Burnout collection. There's a lot of buzz about Burnout lately. Or a lot of interest in Burnout again, I feel. There's that game that's out now that does the crash mode.
Yeah, and that leads me to my bold prediction. I think they're going to announce a new Burnout game because I don't think Criterion's really been doing anything.
I feel like Criterion has been doing something. I don't remember what.
I looked. The last 2 years, they've only pitched into their first-person shooters, Battlefield and Battlefront. So I think the core of that team is still working on something else. You might see that something else.
I had the idea that they would do a Burnout collection that would be in a brand new engine that was built for that new Burnout. That new Burnout's not in time for this year, but they want to show it off and tease it.
It can't
to
cause
show
a
you
Need for
the
Speed.
I don't think.
Right.
I could see it be more of just like a reboot.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Kind of like
what Paradise
that Need for
was.
Speed approach, where they just have the name, just a simple name. They're not going to make it any more complex than that.
Fair.
They could expand on Paradise. I think that was a good formula. They just needed the crash junctions in that game.
Yeah.
If you had the crash junctions, I would have really enjoyed my time with that.
What was the game where like you were like a stunt car thing and it's a stunt
Driver.
It's Stuntman. No, Stuntman.
Stuntman. It was Stuntman.
I think that's what it was called. It's a PS2 game where like you would have to crash the car, but your guy would fly out and hit stuff.
Yeah.
Stuntman.
Yeah, I used to get Burnout mixed up with that back then.
Wasn't Stuntman Ubi?
Maybe, probably.
But they should.
I got a bold one if you want to go bold.
Let's go bold.
If you're throwing your bold ones out.
Well, you just kind of walked me into my bold, so.
Well, my bold one doesn't walk, but it skates. Skate 4.
I almost said that one.
Yeah. It's got to be the year. It has to. Yeah, I mean, look, it's been a while since we've had a skateboarding game.
Yeah.
It's been a much longer time since we've had a good skateboarding game. I don't know what the fuck Tony Hawk's off doing. Hopefully not 2. Tony Hawk 6.
Ride 2. Getting that technology on the board again. It's Switch exclusive.
Again, like people have been clamoring for skate. People have been clamoring for all these different things. I think EA's in a position now where they've got that Star Wars money. It's time to kind of...
Well, they've reinvested it into Star Wars again because you're going to get a campaign this year.
Fair. Yeah, I don't know. That's where I'm at with EA.
I think they need to branch out more than what people expect of them lately. So it's like you kind of notice some things are kind of coming back into the circle now, especially with after Capcom.
Yeah.
And they're like, you know what? Maybe we need to tap into that survivor horror field again. Dead Space.
You think? See?
Last one has been 4 years ago.
I thought about it, but the studio is off working on that Star Wars game with Amy Hennig.
It could be a different studio.
All right, touche.
And that's what I was going to say. I think we're going to see Amy Hennig's new Star Wars game. Then we're going to see a full reveal of that. Probably not close to coming out. Maybe like a holiday next year. Because that would be, I think, a big holiday thing with Star Wars. So that'd be cool to see that. Amy Hennig,
or like
former...
an A-Team, B-Team thing.
They could do that. But yeah, it'd be nice to see Amy back after the mess that happened at Naughty Dog with Uncharted 4. Even though she got a big thanks at the end in the credits. Still
we never found out what the fuck happened with that, right?
Maybe no clip will.
Maybe no clip. Jason Schreier's book is coming out in September though, and it talks about the development of that game. So maybe he got some stuff.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
But yeah, so it'd be nice to see her back in the spotlight. And I think for your horror and thriller thing, remember a couple of years ago, or it might have been a year and a half ago, BioWare was working on this weird like 1v4 that was like kind of in the horror theme.
No.
And then it got canceled. I think that game is reborn as maybe.
You're talking about Star Wars 1919?
No.
No.
BioWare, I forget the name of the project, but they were going to do something that was kind of like Evolve-like, where it was like a 4v1 kind of thing. Because remember, that was a thing a couple of years ago.
Yeah.
I think that game got scrapped, and the main team, we haven't seen anything from them in a while, because remember, they did not work on Andromeda. The other team did.
Right.
I think you're going to see that game still in like the same context, that same horror theme, but like maybe like a more full-fledged RPG. So I think that you get your horror theme there.
I would like to see Dead Space just go back to its roots. Whether it's like not necessarily like a reboot or something, it could be like a side thing not related to Isaac, but still just be called Dead Space or Dead Space 4.
Yeah,
But like the third one didn't end on a good note.
Well, the third one was
It's
heavy
a
focus on
co-op
co-op.
one.
Right?
It was
Yeah.
more co-op, and it was at the point where horror games were becoming more action-oriented. So around Resident Evil 6 time and 5, it was all about, just killing things. There was no suspense, really.
Man,
And then with somebody else,
early aughts were, or
like
the late
the fear
aughts.
is like the fear is gone once you're playing with somebody else. Like
Yeah.
nothing's that spooky. So yeah, everything was just becoming action. So I think with Resident Evil 7 kind of taking that flagship with horror games now, since that Silent Hills isn't a thing, I think they might see a potential there to make more money.
Yeah, to shack up Isaac in a cabin with a crazy family on Mars, and
But-
yeah, you're good to go.
Makes sense.
I love Dead Space.
EA.
Scared the shit out of me. That's good. Sorry.
I think we're gonna get some stuff. I think we're gonna get some sports. I think they might do another. We might get another Unravel surprise.
If they do another, hey, we just have concept art, but we're going to talk about this game and be like, hey,
I don't
it's
think
going
they
to be
can-
amazing. I
You
hope
can't
they don't
pull
do
that
that
off again.
I don't think they can do that shit again. that was
take it.
that was
Can't
one
take it.
year and cool. Well, there's EA. What do you say we jump to a local company, Bethesda?
See what our next game of the year is going to be?
So our next
Just
company,
spitting facts.
Yeah, let's go to Ubisoft. All right, Bethesda coming out with some stuff, maybe. So Bethesda, obviously the big company behind the Elder Scrolls series, the Fallout series. They also bought id. Well, their parent company bought id, which now produces the greats of like Doom. And Wolfenstein, which I think we'll see a follow up to Wolfenstein this
Yes,
year.
Machine Games. I think it's very obviously working on a sequel.
Yeah,
So, I really like what they did with the first game.
I never played
the,
it. Is it too late to go back to it now?
No. Well,
You played it?
no, but I just think it's never too late in general.
Fair. I just don't know how it's going to
See,
feel.
It's
yeah,
all
you
about
see
timing.
after Doom and the what do
That's
they
what I
call
mean.
it? The push forward
Right.
combat.
Yeah.
You don't get that in Wolfenstein. I think that Doom. I think
No.
gameplay wise is much better.
Yeah.
Are we
I like what
referencing,
Wolfenstein did with the story. Sorry.
Are we talking about what's it called, like the last Colossus or something like that for Wolfenstein?
Oh, they didn't name it yet. That was a rumor though.
No, but a lot of people are speculating that old DOS menu that they showed off, there was a list of games. And
Yeah,
that was one of them. So a lot of people are thinking it's that one. The subtitle was like something Colossus.
Yeah, that was a rumor. I don't. I might be wrong, and viewers correct me if I am, but I don't think anything Colossus was related at all to the first game. At least I don't remember it anyway.
Got me, dude.
I think it's coming this year too. By the way.
Yeah, that'll be out this year. You know what else is coming out this year? The Evil Within 2.
Hey. Hey.
I got your thing.
Sorry, through my tab.
All right, well, let's do this.
I agree with you.
All right.
That's what that was.
Yeah. When is it coming out?
If they want to be impressive,
Yes.
Halloween.
Not enough time.
Very funny, because here's what mine says. Out before Halloween.
Not enough time for the press cycle. It's
Yeah.
going to be either. This is not Fallout. Evil Within 2 is not Fallout. You can only do that with select franchises.
Here's what you do. You fucking ride the success of Resident Evil 7 at the beginning of the year, and you say, from the creator of Resident Evil 7 and the Evil Within that you didn't play.
You can't say 7.
Resident Evil. Sorry, I just meant Resident Evil.
You can't say 7.
Comes the Evil Within 2.
This
They can
lawsuit's
totally do
coming.
it. They can totally do it.
Anything's possible.
I mean, that's what they did with the first one. How well did that work out for them?
So that first one came out, wasn't great, and came out at a weird point, and also got me to buy it,
I think
even though it wasn't great.
I think it was a tough start, but I think there's a niche of people that appreciate that game.
Also,
I thought it came out to decent reviews anyway.
it's there, physical form. Who the fuck buys physical discs? Not me. But look what I bought, a physical disc of it. That's how excited I was for that fucking game.
I still want to play it.
Take it.
Well, I don't. Well, it is PS4.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I don't know.
I think next year. I think that's maybe a later next year game towards Halloween, but next year.
Or it could be announced that it's this year, and then it gets pushed back like everything else does.
I don't know what you're talking about. Nothing gets delayed anymore.
Yeah.
Nothing apart from Sony. So far, so good. Well, my prediction. And Sony really be pushed back.
I got another one, kind of related to our first one, but I'll wait. And if you guys have other things for Bethesda to throw out,
Was it Doom 2?
it is Doom 2. Doom 2's coming.
I can see
Yeah.
that more than Evil Within 2.
I think Evil Within 2 is coming this year. I think Doom 2 is. They've started it, obviously. I think we get a teaser. That's just a subtle tease. I don't expect that game out until like fall of 2018, if not spring of 19.
They better show that weapon.
The BFG?
No.
Oh, that thing at the end.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I think you can. That's a franchise you can do announce that E3 comes out that fall now.
I agree.
So I think you hold off on that.
I agree, but I think it's also like Bethesda has been really showy in the last few years. They've been like up their game.
Yeah, they also have QuakeCon to worry about too.
Right. Yeah.
So I feel like they need something to appease that audience.
You don't think we get a Doom 2 teaser?
No, I think we will. I just think that they're gonna show more at QuakeCon, like more exclusive stuff that we won't see. Or something with.
Is that your bold prediction? Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. Keep talking Doom 2.
I guess. I guess it's kind of a bold one.
What's yours?
It was Evil Within.
Evil Within 2?
Evil Within. Sorry.
All right. So ZeniMax Online really, I think, has kind of found the formula for Elder Scrolls Online.
Ooh.
I don't think it's coming anytime soon, but I think you see a logo.
Do people play that?
Yeah.
I think Fallout Online
Really?
gets announced.
You just like I feel like I ate bad meat.
No, see, that feels like
Yeah.
the game that should have been online this entire time.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
but
It's a wasteland, like there's not much else going for it.
Elder Scrolls has been out for a few years. If I'm not saying he's going to appear on stage, but if Todd Howard's on stage this year saying, "Oh, Elder Scrolls 6 is finally coming," like I don't.
Do you think he is?
I don't.
You
I'm
think
not
that's
saying,
coming?
I don't think. I'm saying I don't think he's going to be out there saying it. But if he is, do you want two concurrent Elder Scrolls things next to each other?
Right.
Maybe not kill Elder Scrolls Online, but not have the premier online child have it go to Fallout.
No, I kind of had a somewhat different prediction with Bethesda, but I didn't know where to put it under Bethesda or Nintendo.
Ooh.
Oh, I kind of had a similar thing going on, but
because it was about Skyrim.
Yeah. Well, I would say Fallout. This is a good time to announce that because they're going to come out on stage. They're going to talk about Fallout VR. And right on the hype of that, they can do... Because exactly what they did last year where they talked about the Fallout expansion stuff, I think, right? Or a little bit of that or whatever. Whatever it was. And they were like, oh, and by the way, we're making this. And it was like, now they could be like, all right, guys, we showed you Fallout VR. Here it is. Here's the release date. Here's the thing. Y'all love Vault Boy. How about Vault Boy with your friends? And then they go Fallout Online. Like, that's their next big thing. It's just I can see that.
you can... Because VATS they sped up in 4 from 3. I don't know if you realize that. How fast the enemy moves in VATS. I feel like you can do a real-time VATS and it'd be fine.
I bet you the housemaking was like them testing the waters.
And then kind of do what...
You think they could do a real-time VATS?
Yeah. Why not?
What happens to the other player? Do you get slowed down if I use that?
No, that's what I'm saying. It's a real-time VATS. It's normal speed. That's how they get around it. And you can so do it.
Weird. All right.
Because, like I said, from 3 to 4, it definitely sped up a lot.
Okay.
I used it as a crush in 3, not so much in 4.
All right. Sure.
And then many hours I pumped in that game. Trust me, I realized that. I noticed it.
What else we got on Bethesda?
Wolfenstein 2, Evil Within.
I was
that's
still
my
only
two
thinking
things.
because I remember they were talking about Skyrim being on Switch.
Mm.
The only thing I was thinking of, since they're like kind of bringing mods to consoles, like they did with like Xbox One, I believe,
Mm-hmm.
that there would
Yeah,
be.
they can PS4.
Oh, okay, yeah. That they're bringing like an exclusive mod to Switch where you can use like the Master Sword or something.
Oh.
You know, like nothing like too crazy, but I'm thinking something like that might be peppered in there for them, like get a reason for people to buy it again, like add something a little new.
Interesting.
But that was it.
Yeah, aside from, yeah, that's,
I just didn't want to classify that under because it's like too.
yeah, it's cool. We're in a weird spot with Nintendo.
Yeah, because in Minecraft has like that special Mario skin stuff. So
yeah.
I'm thinking, well, they might do something with stuff.
Yeah, they might
like that.
branch out.
And
a little
both
bit.
games, Skyrim and Minecraft, came out the same day, same year.
Oh,
Yeah.
to that, I just thought about this. Fallout Shelter, I so see you working on a Nintendo Switch too. That's
Maybe,
come
yeah,
everywhere else now. Touch screen, it just is too easy.
that makes sense. You say we move on to Ubisoft?
Sure.
I'm ready.
All right. Mark, kick us off. Give me something. What do you think they're gonna be up to this year?
Splinter Cell.
Oh,
That's my big that was gonna be my big prediction. Was
Because the way they ended, it's not finished.
yeah.
I didn't play the.
I mean, I didn't.
the last one.
I just read the plot, and towards the end, I was like, oh, okay, so this happened. They're not done yet. But I'm thinking this time, instead of having the co-op as a separate thing, as separate characters, this might be like a complete co-optional.
You think like a living
That's a
world
good
or
word.
just
Did you
like
just coin
a,
that?
No, it's
Campaign.
a real podcast.
Oh.
I wish I did.
Do you think this is like a living world, like a hub center, kind of like a Destiny of sorts, or is this like
No,
a?
I think there's gonna be like a linear story.
Okay.
And it's
That's
like
what I
separated into...
think that fits better in that. But
Yeah.
I was just curious what you thought.
Because like
was.
when it first got introduced in like Chaos Theory or something like that, like one of the older 3 games, it was such a separate thing. You were nobody. Then when Conviction came out, it got like refined,
Yeah.
and that was like a lot of people enjoyed that, and I did too, even though I got screwed over at the end of it. But it was fun. So I'm thinking they might grab a hold of that a little more, and it'd be cool to have like Sam Fisher and whoever he's working with.
Yeah, it seems like the last few years here, Ubisoft's kind of
Like Splinter Cell's evolved greatly, and I appreciate.
yeah, no,
more.
it has.
It's been at least 5 years since the last game, right?
But like,
Yeah.
and it's changed its way of how to do like a stealth game.
Yeah, and then that leads me to like every Ubisoft, they end with one of their premier franchises at the
Yeah.
end of the conference.
You
Last
think it's
year
Splinter
was
Cell? What was last year?
Wildlands. No, was that 2 years ago? No, I think it was Wildlands last year.
By changing it up, I mean, now you can just be pure action if you want and forget stealth. but,
Yeah.
but like, I'm always bad at stealth games. I always like going guns blazing.
I
can't.
don't know, man, because Metal Gear 5 did the
See, and that's the other thing.
platform right.
We're not going to get another Metal Gear that's not Survive.
Metal Gear.
So
You
I
might
think,
even get Survive. Who the fuck knows what happened to that?
right, but I'm saying like Splinter Cell can take a hold of like the stealth genre.
Yep,
True,
it's yours for the
true.
taking.
So
What about Prince of Persia?
Oh yeah, what the hell happened to that franchise?
Well-
Assassin's Creed happened to that franchise.
yeah, seriously. Like,
Yeah.
So I would love to see another Prince of Persia.
Yeah.
But I really don't know at this point. Like I'm not like missing it.
And then the weird fucked up
It
thing
would, it would
is
have
like,
to be retconned.
What's it called? Assassin's Creed's going to Egypt, right?
Like
Isn't that
they're-
the thing?
Rumor.
They're
Rumor leak,
doing like
whatever.
an Origins thing.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
called
Apparently.
Origins, but I don't think we know the locale yet. I'm sure that will be revealed to us at
Part
E3.
of it, yeah.
Also, I think you're going to see a big chunk of the new Far Cry game
Hmm.
and show us the Far Cry gameplay, still this Far Cry gameplay, but tell us why, was it Montana?
Yep.
What in Montana separates it from like the jungles of 4 and 3 and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I think it needed a scenery change.
I think
It
it does
did,
too,
yeah.
but I want to
Because,
see like
like-
what makes Montana so
Yeah.
unique that they chose that locale as opposed to like a New York or something.
I do like this fucked up weird.
Yeah, I think
Oh,
it's
yeah,
I think
I'm
it's
all
good to have
in
like a
that.
suburban area that's like somewhat dystopian, but not.
Well, there's like, so Katie just watched The Handmaid's Tale, which is, I don't know if it's exclusive to Hulu or wherever, but it's based on a book, and the idea is that somewhere in the not too distant future, there's a group of men who decide, fuck women, let's make them sex slaves. All they're good for is pregnancy. Here's what we're going to do. And they just basically force women to become just like pregnancy, whatever. They just turn them into a farm. So like house these women, they make them dress in like old fucking bonnets and bullshit pilgrim clothes. and they just like everything is just like huge.
Really taking humanity back.
It's like totally resetting the clock. But then it's also like it's only happening in America, and the rest of the world just kind of watching in as like we regress back to this weird fucked up thing. Wow. And it's this dystopian future that, not going political, but like who the fuck knows what things like. Right, like
I was getting like Red State vibes.
But that's the thing is like Handmaid's Tale is looking at like this weird bleak future that's not too far outside. Like if we start making the wrong left turns, like we could easily end up there. And Far Cry 5 seems like that same kind of, it's toying with those same feelings and same emotions.
I think there's gonna be a lot of like philosophical.
I get like a true Detective Season 1 vibe from that game. Yeah, I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's like the cultist thing or like the.
Well, I think the thing is
everything at the surface looks fine, but deep down there's some fucked up shit going on.
But something like Far Cry, right? Like the 3 and 4, they take place in these weird places that are exotic to us because we don't live there. Mm-hmm. For all those people there, it's very fucking real. All that shit's already happening.
Yeah,
it's just not happening to us, and it's not our backyard, literally, so we don't recognize it and kind of feel that fear. Now we see it and we're like, oh shit.
I think just with me, like sceneries, like playing in, like it's cool to, I guess, have like a big like sandbox, so to speak, but I just feel like it's been kind of redundant at this point.
Yeah.
Where it's just like you kind of get overwhelmed, kind of like because like Just Cause was doing it, but then they started adding cities in there, but even the cities were like vacant. There wasn't
Vaping?
a lot going. Yeah.
Sorry.
But I haven't played many of like the Far Cry series, but I can just tell it's like an island or a jungle. It's like everything's just big, massive. You don't have to worry about a lot of your surroundings outside of like destruction. Like you don't feel bad about destroying stuff. This, you might have to be a little more considerate of what you have to do.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's just me, but.
That'd be
yeah, I hope there's like an like underlying layer of it all. It's like you think it's just this, but then there's more to it, kind of like Resident Evil 7.
Yeah,
I could see them leading off the conference with this. Like they led off, I forget the year, but they led off with
probably
the beginning of 4.
Since it already got
year.
like announced or quote leaked, they'll probably just, you know what, let's get out of the way. We don't need you to wait on this.
Yeah.
How much South Park do you think we'll see?
I think Matt and Trey are going to show up to try and make us feel good, and they will make us feel good.
I mean, I can't wait for the game. I'm still all aboard, but
I don't think they'll be there.
You don't think Matt and Trey show up?
Because they were there last year.
Yeah,
like,
but
they doubled down on the fact that they knew how to make a video game and wouldn't get delayed.
I feel like I feel like they don't need to show up this time. I think to like try to make it awkwardly funny to like ease the tension or whatever. I think they're just going to show the game. They're going to be focusing on the game.
I think
they won't be at E3.
You might show maybe some more gameplay. Hopefully it's not too long. And you make a trailer that makes fun of the fact that
that's what I was going to say. Like they'll probably make a new trailer and pointing out that they messed up in their idiots or whatever.
I feel like at this point that game is so outside of the conversation that you need something memorable. And if they come out and do a trailer where it's just like, haha, we got delayed, don't buy a game that's delayed, and it's Cartman making fun of it again, everyone's going to go, oh yeah, right, that's South Park game is coming out. And you move on. If you have Matt and Trey come out and they do something Matt and Trey like, you know, like, I will never forget.
That would be ideal. Like,
right.
I would appreciate that. But
I don't think the game needs that.
I can't see it.
Mm-hmm. I think what it doesn't feel good right now because it wasn't talked about for 7 months. Just throwing a new trailer, just some kind of fresh blood into the media cycle will rejuvenate.
True. I think because there's been so much silence, I do believe that it would come out this year. Like I'm a little more hopeful about it.
I think it will. I mean, the thing with them is like they don't want to make something that's bad. They saw what happened.
They're not.
Right. No, and I know they won't. I know the game will be good, but that's what happened with the first one, like, and I think this one, where like they were like, no, it's not good enough. Like,
they seem very passionate about this field, like more than their show now. I feel like they just want the TV aspect of it to end, and then start telling South Park through games.
Maybe.
I don't know. This might be the last one.
I don't know.
At least for a while.
It's funny. Like I remember Stick of Truth. I was like, all right, do it with superheroes.
Yeah. Here you go.
Yeah.
One last thing. I think they're going to double down on Rainbow Six Siege as a platform. And I think they're gonna announce like a co-op like story mission.
Dude, I want Vegas 3.
Oh.
It won't happen.
You're not getting Vegas 3. No, this is like a platform thing.
But that's one of my dreams.
And this is one of the rare things where they talked about this like 6 months after the game released. Like at month 6, there was a higher player count than there was at the initial launch.
Actually,
so
I might try.
That's a player base that's sticking around. I still not as actively lately because Nick hasn't been online, but when he is back online, trust me, the first game we're hopping into is Rainbow Six, and we're getting back into that.
That's a series I've always like respected. I never like heard a name and was like, ugh.
Yeah. It never got to that Call of Duty level.
It was cool because it was like a hybrid like tactical action.
Yeah.
And like Siege like doubled down on the fact like, no, we're not Call of Duty, we're fucking tactical gotta communicate. Blah,
Then
blah,
they
blah.
made Wildlands.
Oh, that
Th-
was
that's-
another team.
Yeah, it's like that's Ghost Recon.
Oh, right, fair.
That's what I meant. That's another team.
I think this Mario Rabbids
Oh, it could appear there.
Battle
yeah.
Kingdom. I think they show a little bit there, and they show that like they're kind of doubling down on Switch. I think that this is the first of many weird like Ubisoft has always had a good relationship with Nintendo. They've supported platforms when no one else would.
Mm-hmm.
I think that this is just like the start of seeing a little bit more of Ubisoft taking advantage of.
So you get Rabbids. Do you get a Rayman over to Switch? Like something that's new and exclusive, or just port over Legends and Origins?
I thought about that. Like maybe they do some sort of exclusive thing, but then I
like
thought
a time exclusive, not like total.
right. I thought maybe, but then
I
maybe
think I'm combining the two games,
which
It's a package.
they're kind of doing with this, right? But then,
like Origins and Legends and one
Yeah, like
thing.
a package, like a $30 package.
but I mean, like,
That's
what if
doable.
they did like a follow up to that also had playable Mario? Like, what if they? Because basically, Rayman Legends, Rayman Origins were like the best versions of New Super Mario Brothers without.
They even had costumes.
Yeah.
They had Mario and Luigi costumes.
But maybe they do that kind of crossover. I don't know.
It'd be interesting. Yeah, I'm definitely curious to see more of that
Yeah,
Rabbids thing.
Yeah, I want to know what that is. Beyond Good and Evil 2.
I thought I heard something about it like not being present at E3, but it is happening.
Okay.
They've been saying it's happening for years now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't know the specifics with that.
It's gonna turn into the Last Guardian. That's what that's gonna do.
Steep 2?
Probably not.
Okay. Yeah. I don't know. That Ubisoft, I think. Anything else from you guys on Ubisoft?
Not really.
No, they're in an interesting place. I want to see how much time they really spend on Assassin's Creed and Far Cry. I think that's going to be a telling sign of how that conference goes.
I agree.
I think they're on a good path though.
Yeah, definitely.
I like the direction they're going in.
Yeah. I'm curious to see how they do, because there was all that weird shit where I forget who it was, but they were trying to totally take over Ubisoft. Remember?
Oh yeah,
What's
the
that
whole
company?
back-end thing.
Remember that laser
is that
tag
Vivendi?
game?
Oh yes, and what
Vivendi?
was Vivendi trying to take them over, or
Am I saying the right company? I'm not sure.
Isn't that part of Universal?
maybe? But yeah, somebody was trying to buy all the like stock that they could to become the majority shareholder. It was like a very hostile takeover.
Yeah, I forget.
Well, that gets us through the publishers. But before we move into the console developers and publishers, but the big three, as we know, take one more break, and we'll come back and we'll do Microsoft, PlayStation, and Nintendo. 5 hot predictions each. We'll be right back. We're back for our third and final segment of the Free Cheese episode 200. This is it. This is where we do the big three, our final predictions for E3 2017. We're going to start with Microsoft. We have 5 predictions each. We're going to go round robin style. I don't know what round robin style actually means. We're going to go around the table. Is that what round robin means?
Yeah, so if there was like a group of 4 people, round robin would be like 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Sure. Well, that's what we're doing. We're going to start with Microsoft. We're going to start with number 1. I'm going to start. I'm going to start us off.
Okay.
Number 1. The Xbox is $499 US.
Oh, so you guys named it.
I named it and priced it. The Xbox
The Xbox.
is $499.99.
$499. All right.
To my left.
All right. Very similar prediction.
Mm.
The Xbox Scorpio is called the Xbox Elite, and it's priced at $499. That's where I'm going at. Yep.
Okay.
Going there. They have to.
They have to.
I did not have a price.
Okay.
I did not name the system, so I'm still calling it Scorpio.
Okay.
All right.
But their streaming program, Mixer, will be integrated.
Oh, that's really good. That's a good
I forgot
prediction.
all about that. Oh, you're sneaky.
That's good. That's real good. All right. Number 2.
All right.
Crackdown 3 re-revealed. This is going to be the big title for the fall. This is the one that they really get behind for Scorpio to show off the power of Scorpio.
I had a lot of fun with Crackdown 2.
Really? 2?
Rubber ducky sticky grenades.
I heard 2 sucked. I loved 1.
I mean, I'm sure it was bad, but playing with a friend. if you're playing chicken with cars and you with grenades and watch how far you fly, it's
Good stuff?
yeah.
All right.
Good sandbox.
Cool.
Now I'm just gonna go in the order I went. It's gonna go in that order. Okay. Number 2. The Xbox Elite. I'm doubling down on that name.
Yeah, you are.
The Xbox Elite is the Steam machine we never got. It runs Windows 10 and has keyboard and mouse support.
Wow. Is that full Windows 10? Or is that...
I think it's
the game mode.
A slight modification of Windows 10 to make it run with a controller.
Okay.
Like to make it easier to
the
navigate
UI.
with a controller.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Very good.
I think Halo would be involved with the Scorpion's launch. Kind of side optional thing. Master Chief Collection will come to PC.
Interesting.
No Halo 6 though.
Okay. You said you didn't name it, but right there you added an N to Scorpio, and you called it the Scorpion.
Oh, I meant Scorpio.
Okay.
All right. I didn't know if you were
No.
you were like, hey, they're gonna
I
go
don't
in.
care about astrology, so I just
That's good. Well, similar to your Master Chief coming to PC, my number 3 is that everything, not the PlayStation game, but everything is on Windows 10. So all Microsoft first-party stuff, all things that they would like to come out on the Xbox is going to be on Windows 10. That thing they started where buy it here, play it there, they're going all in.
the crossplay thing.
Was that your yearly prediction?
It was part of my yearly prediction. Was that they were just going to go in on it. I mean, I'm talking Xbox 360 backwards compatibility.
Okay.
They need to get to the point where Xbox is a service and not just a console. And they've started to take a lot of those steps. To go all the way, you need to make people want Windows 10 even more than they already do. I think that's the way you do it.
I think you're gonna like this one because of the whole naming scheme.
Oh, God.
The Elite controller comes standard with the Xbox Elite.
The one with that weird D-pad?
The one with all the customizable shit.
All right.
Because this is the console for the pro gamer.
Okay.
For the elite gamer.
For the elite gamer. All right.
Red Dead Redemption 2 will not only show a new trailer showing off some gameplay, but it will have an exclusive launch with Scorpio.
Ooh, gross. You gonna buy one?
No. But, no, I mean, it'll be on Scorpio first.
That's what I mean. Are you gonna buy a Scorpio?
No.
The Xbox?
Well, actually, I don't know. Who knows at this point? I used to have a 360.
Yeah, who knows? It's because the Xbox Elite, that's what you want to buy.
But I'm saying like,
You must buy the Xbox.
because I know like the the superior version of Red Dead was on Xbox compared to PS3. Like it got more support.
And that's because you couldn't develop it
I think it's different. I think it's just because of the...
But I also think to like,
Is everyone alive?
I don't know.
but I think just to push that forward to give that system some
That would be something.
They
some
do
oomph
need...
behind
Yeah,
it.
yeah. They've
feel
lost some
like-
ground in the PlayStation 4.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That
would
would be big.
interesting.
Very big.
Even bigger might be number 4, a Perfect Dark reboot.
Oh, that's good. I forgot they had that franchise.
Basically,
I mean, it is.
Matt, number 4.
Number 4, similar to what you said before, Crackdown 3 gameplay is shown off on the Xbox Elite. Comes out the same day as the Elite this year.
Very good.
I think they're going. Microsoft in general might be doing something to tap into the VR market.
Oh,
HoloLens? Off
no,
the
they
record?
announced. No, Microsoft announced the VR thing.
HoloLens is out already. Technically, like you can get like a developer kit for like $3,000.
Oh yeah.
But I think for
change.
something a little more user friendly to consoles, there might be some kind of cheaper like VR alternative.
I think they're doing that because they were partnering with Oculus, and then they were like, "Nah, fuck that, we're in."
I think they're just going to do their own thing that is like with Scorpio.
All right.
Number 5, Killer Instinct.
Like season 3.
Season 3. Adding Banjo,
Oh,
Master Chief, Joanna Dark, Dom. It effectively becomes
Dom?
not from Fast and
got it,
Furious.
got it, that's
That
right.
guy with the bandana, the chainsaw gun.
that's Marcus.
Oh, whatever the fuck his name is.
Dom's the dead one.
All right, they
Spoilers!
family.
For a game that came out like 6 years ago.
Sorry. Marcus Phoenix is the
Nah, that's what I'm thinking of. Killer Instinct. It's doubling down. I need to stop saying doubling down. That's been this whole.
Dude, I would love to
Double
see.
down.
I would love to see like either just the same old cute Banjo or a gruesome bear wearing shorts.
Could you imagine him like all bloodied and grisly, like
But I
the
think-
red eyes?
I think Killer Instinct is gonna go the full like Smash Brothers mascot. Let's just fucking capitalize on the fact that we have all this intellectual property under our belts.
That we don't know what to do with.
Right. They already added some Battletoads to Killer
No, I know.
Instinct. So fucking burn it to the ground. And that's number 5.
All right.
Matt?
My number 5, doubling down on the Xbox Elite, being more like a Windows machine.
Yes.
I think we're going to see PlayerUnknown Battlegrounds announced for the Xbox Elite.
Wow, they're gonna have a better name than Pub?
Nope. No, it's just, remember a while back, DayZ was announced for the PlayStation 4 and just never came.
Yeah.
I know this game is still in alpha and beta and everything, or the
But
beta.
it has a hell of a lot of buzz.
Has a lot of buzz, and I know they've talked about bringing that game to console. I think this is probably a good opportunity to do that.
That makes sense. It does make some sense.
Floor is yours, Mark.
Just a little familiar theme when you pause a game. Battletoads.
You think?
Just a straight up pure Battletoads game.
Old graphics? New style? What are you thinking?
I was thinking new.
Dark reboot. Bloodied.
No, it's probably gonna be like very comical.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, they were featured in Shovel Knight as a boss fight.
Yeah.
I think they are fully. I mean, also Killer Instinct. People are aware that aside from being a meme,
Yeah.
that probably take
Battletoads
advantage
is
of
a
that.
thing. Yeah.
Probably like a little arcade game or something.
When you said a popular theme, I really wanted to throw out that James Bond theme again. But I wasn't going to interrupt you. Yeah, I could see some Battletoads action happening. One thing none of us talked about, and I'm curious to see if they'll talk about it. Where's Cuphead? What's happening with that?
Yeah. I was gonna say that they were gonna make a platformer competitor to Ukulele.
Banjo
But-
3. Never forget. Well, there's Microsoft. So that's going to be, we'll find out the answers to that Sunday at 5 o'clock Eastern, 2 o'clock.
That is like probably the one I have no idea what to expect from.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I know that it's going
I'm
to be called the
excited for
Xbox.
this one.
Yeah, no, the stakes are high there. So I'm curious to see. Speaking of some high stakes, PlayStation. Coming at you Monday night, 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Pacific. And all the other times don't matter because I don't know what they are.
All right, sorry, I had to quickly adjust my Sony predictions.
All
We're
right.
good. We're good.
PlayStation. I am going to say now, I went a little safe with PlayStation.
This is not my ballsiest predictions,
No.
but that Nintendo conference.
So my number 1 for PlayStation had to be my standard go-tos with PlayStation predictions. So number 1, Patapon 4.
Oh Jesus!
And
Before the reboot, not the reboot, the
remaster. And PlayStation 1 Classics announced coming to PS4 finally.
All right.
I just got to get them out there. They're finally gonna make some dreams come true.
So that they're both your number one.
Both my number one.
Are you kidding me?
Patapon 4.
Finally make some dreams come true?
These are the dreams we need to come true, Matt. Patapon 4, PS1 Classics on PlayStation 4. Done. Go.
The year of dreams continues.
All right.
There's going to be a theme to that. Bloodborne 2 is announced and comes March 2018.
Whoa.
Dave, I heard a rumor that they were just doing something new.
I don't believe it. I think we're going to see more Yarnum in our life.
I want to believe. Me and
Year
Spooky
of dreams
Fox.
continues.
Me and Spooky Fox want to believe, but I don't know, Matthew.
I smell another platinum in the air.
Mark.
I got to get my obligatory dream out of the way.
Yes.
Phantasy Star. Just shut me up already,
It's
Sony.
the year of dreams part 3, Mark. Anything's possible.
That's
Just
true.
bring it over. Just bring
Yeah.
over a little. Just do it.
So every time they show the Sega logo at
Mm-hmm.
the PlayStation press conference, are you just going to scream?
Internally.
All right. Very good. I think I just swallowed a bug.
I saw you swatting away over there.
Yeah, and then I feel something on my tongue. I don't. All right. Number 2.
It's the hype bug.
Warner Brothers announces a new DC Comics game. Justice League is the focus, and PlayStation gets some exclusive content a la Arkham Knight. I think it's Rocksteady
I
developed.
was going to ask who's developing.
Ooh.
Rocksteady.
Yeah.
It's been a little bit. I think next year is when you'll see the Rocksteady game.
It's not coming out this year,
I know, but I think
but I think we see it this
the
year.
industry trend is you want to announce later in the cycle now, just because of delays and stuff. But
I agree.
I think,
But I
the
think
direction-
with the success of Wonder Woman, or the seeming success of Wonder Woman right now, you got Justice League coming in the fall. You start to build this hype.
Oh, I wish the rumor was true about Ninja Turtles and Rocksteady.
I know, that would have been cool.
Hmm.
Yeah. Number 2?
the year of dreams continues. PSN name changes finally happen,
Good.
and for the difficulties of not being able to change, the first one is on them.
And then after that, you're charged a nice
$2.99
fee.
or $4.99
Okay,
or
all right.
whatever. But the first one's free. It's coming.
All right.
That's a semi-annual prediction now.
Yeah. All right. I've given up hope, so it's good.
Nope,
Yeah.
I'm clinging on to that one
All
little
right.
thread.
All right. Fair. Mark, number 2.
So a couple years back, there was a game that was announced, and nothing ever really came to fruition about it. It's supposed to be on last gen consoles. It was by Namco. They were going to do, what was it? I think it was like 2010. It was
The Last Guardian came out last year, Mark.
Namco.
I know.
No, Tekken Cross Street Fighter.
Oh, yes.
No, we have Street Fighter Cross Tekken. That was all Capcom.
Yeah, I remember that one.
Played similar to Street Fighter 4, so Tekken characters had like quarter circle combinations and whatnot. So this was supposed to be more of Tekken's take with Street Fighter characters. So more of a 3D brawler, trying to mix that up. And with Tekken 7 just coming out finally to consoles, this game was released 2 years ago.
She was going to the arcade, yeah.
So, and that has Akuma, and he's part of the canon storyline. Like, he's officially in the Tekken universe. It's not just like, hey, we're throwing a cameo in here just because. Like, it's official. So I'm thinking this might lead to finally doing Tekken Cross Street Fighter. Merging the worlds together. Yeah.
I would be okay with that. That was a very long time ago.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck?
So I just hope they didn't give up one. And
Are they going to put Cole in it? Because that's what they did with the last one. Cole from Infamous came up in Street Fighter Cross Tekken.
yeah, I was
Good or
only in
bad
the
Cole?
PlayStation version.
Mm-hmm. I think both.
'Cause-
Or maybe it was just Evil. I don't remember now.
Because I think Xbox got...
Akuma.
No, I
Just like saying that name.
wait,
like,
no, was Mega Man in both of them? The bad box art Mega Man?
Oh. Let's move on to number 3
Pac-Man was in
before
it
I...
too. In a mech
Oh,
suit.
yeah. All right. This is... Number 3. A Vita successor is announced. It is Switch-esque and backwards compatible with the PlayStation family. Period.
You're
Bigger,
crazy.
better.
That's your bold prediction, and it's
I'm
not
crazy,
gonna happen because
but I'm
something
right.
would have leaked by now about that.
False. PlayStation hired some new people. We keep things under wraps now, Matt.
Can't keep things under wraps.
We get a new PlayStation Portable. It's very much like the Switch in the idea that it's a console that can leave the home with a portable screen, and I think that it's backwards compatible with PS1 through PS4.
That is quite the dream.
Ready for this? So this is not me going out of order either. This is in the exact order I wanted to announce this.
Yes.
The Year of Dreams continues. No Vita.
What the fuck? How is that?
No Vita, comma. There is going to be a VR segment that's going to showcase a couple games that ends with the reintroduction of Dreams.
Oh.
Whether that's a good thing, a bad thing, I don't know. But Dreams makes all the sense to be in VR now at this point.
Dreams is that Media Molecule game, in case you forgot. It's that weird one that doesn't seem much
You
like a game
paint
at
things
all.
and you come to life, evidently.
And you make...
It made no fucking sense then. It
It's
still
cool,
probably
though.
makes no fucking sense after.
That was one of my favorite
Sunday
things to watch
or Monday.
when they showed that off.
Yeah.
Doing a little puppetry. That was cool.
It was cool. I enjoyed it, but...
Made no sense. But yes, I think Dreams gets reintroduced.
All right.
The Year of Dreams.
I see what you did there. Dang it.
Everything's just golden eye.
Yeah.
That's my next prediction. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah.
Team Japan. New IP. They were formerly Team Ico.
Oh, okay.
Eco, whatever.
New IP?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, shit.
I mean, they have nothing else going for them.
The First Guardian.
No, but they might tease a little something about what they're working on. It's probably something like that they shouldn't show off yet.
Nope.
No.
No.
Yeah.
But it will probably. I can see it happening.
All right.
And then we'll see it 10 years from now. All right, moving on.
PlayStation 6, here we come.
Because this would be their, besides Last Guardian, this would be finally like something they have their grounds in on something. You know, they're settled in now. They can not take this long to work on a game between consoles.
Yeah.
So maybe
Let's
something.
try not to skip a whole generation
Yeah.
again.
They might have their bearings.
That'd be pretty cool. I mean, if they just used the engine from The Last Guardian and built something.
No, there's some talent over there, so
Yeah.
that'd be cool.
It would be cool if they actually, like, if they're at a point where that's a reality.
Yeah.
Neat. Number 4. Sucker Punch announces a new Infamous game.
Oh, Infamous.
Yeah.
All
Fuck
right.
this new IP bullshit.
All right.
Second Son was decent. First Light was fine. It was better than Second Son, at least from what I played. I never finished First Light.
I didn't finish either of them.
But yeah, new Infamous,
The subtitle should be third game.
third game. Yeah.
All right. The Year of Dreams continues. You're going to see Spider-Man gameplay.
Ah.
And it's going to be revealed holiday 2017.
Ooh.
They're going to ride that Marvel train. Like
Oh,
they've
yeah.
been doing the Justice League train. Here comes the Marvel train.
Yes.
So yeah, Spider-Man 2017, we see gameplay of the fluid motion swinging.
Huh. My alternate prediction for Sucker Punch was that they would be announced to make a Marvel game because they were rumored to be making
Yeah.
the Spider-Man
Mhm.
game. And I'm like, you know what? Maybe they'll just be making a Marvel one. But nah, Infamous. Mark?
There would be no presence of Death Stranding this time.
Ooh. Not even a whisper, hey?
Nope.
I'm okay with that.
Let's come back around the table here.
Number 5. Speaking of no mentions. No mention. No tease of PlayStation 5.
I'm okay with that.
Was that like no? I don't see a PlayStation 5 in the near future.
I just like part of me was like maybe they'll do what Xbox did with Scorpio last year,
I don't
and
know that, but
and I'm like maybe, and then I'm like no, they can't, they won't,
there's so many like iterations of like PS4. It's like disgusting, and
and that's where I think part of me is like they could just say like look, guys, we're marking the end.
Look, we really want to sell this PS4. We have God of War coming out, and so yeah.
I mean, it's really not that bad when you think about it. It's just the messaging's been muddled. So, like, the original PlayStation 4 is not on the market anymore. It's just the Slim and the Pro. And the Pro is the standard price.
And
so
there's probably
like
another Slim coming out of some kind.
I'm like, I don't know.
I don't
know.
Matt?
The Year of Dreams continues. This relates to my yearly prediction. The Last of Us Part 2 and Death Stranding both have gameplay shown.
Ooh.
At
That's
the
a
conference.
bold statement. That is.
Gameplay.
And
like, not alpha footage, like.
And not The Last of Us. The Last of Us still no date. But Death Stranding officially gets a date of fall 2018.
Wow.
Is that how the show would end?
I would bank on Death Stranding. If, like, whatever one gets the date, I think it's going to be Death Stranding that gets the date. It would end on that with fall 2018.
Whoa.
And then start to cue up the blue screen with the triangles and the squares of the world, and Jackie T laying up his joint in the back.
You think they'll show another celebrity?
Huh?
You think they'll show another celebrity?
Yeah, Jackie T. Moving on.
Oh, no,
like in the game.
the Death Stranding.
Oh.
Because so far,
yeah, Jack Trenton. Let's go stick with it. Jack Trenton.
Jack Trenton shows up. That's what he's been doing, wearing sunglasses and
why
smoking
not?
blunts. All right, cool.
I would have out him.
Yeah, it makes sense. Jamie Foxx is in Death Stranding. Wee.
Nah, he's too busy hosting Beat Shazam.
Oh, God damn it. Number 5.
The Year of Dreams continues. Go ahead. You can use
Resident Evil 2 remake.
Ooh.
Oh, yeah, that's good.
They haven't announced that yet?
Yes.
They talked
They
about
just
it, but they
haven't
shown it yet.
Oh, okay.
I think they're going to show something.
All right.
That's good. I like that.
Perfect timing. 7's out. Got that DLC. Just riding that
7
train.
has good buzz, too. It's not like bad buzz, too. Yeah.
Bad buzz, too. It sounds like a bad animated movie from DreamWorks. On Tuesday, Nintendo is going to grace our beautiful eyes. Well, hold on. PlayStation. Anything else like outside of predictions you guys been talking about with PlayStation?
I think we're going to see more God of War. I just don't know to what
God
extent.
of War makes sense.
Yeah. Like,
Oh, and Detroit.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
what? No. Don't
I'm kind of curious about these.
David Cage lost me, man. Heavy
No.
Rain was so good, and then fucking Two Souls just...
See, but...
Everyone can have a stinker every once in a
There's
while.
always
It's
room
fine.
for improvement.
I know, but I want to play a game, you know?
Yeah, there is plenty of
get
other
it.
games to choose from the selection, but for those that don't maybe want a game like that, I will gladly play David Cage's new.
He's an interesting
I
fella.
could even see like a Life is Strange sequel.
I
Didn't
think
he
there
announce
was
that?
the
Did
little
they?
prequel
Yeah.
or something coming.
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. PlayStation,
Sign me up, David Cage.
PlayStation, I feel really weird about this year. They've had some like changes internally, like some of their.
Yeah, I can't expect it to be as great as last year because a lot of those promises have already been fulfilled, and it's like, all right,
Well, a lot of their people that were like third-party relations, like Adam Boyes is gone. Nick Sutner, who was really big in their indie stuff, is at Oculus now. So
I think this is going to be good, but it's not going to stand out as much as last year.
Yeah, I mean,
I think it's going to be decent.
unless like fucking Padpon 4 is real and the Vita 2 is real.
No, I mean, it's unfortunate, but you're going to see Call of Duty at this conference.
As long as they stick to the point of just,
hopefully it's
show
just like
games and whatever. No filler.
Dude, if they pulled out that orchestra shit again, like...
Yeah.
Well, that was all God of War music, right? Like,
Yeah.
Well, the orchestra, though, like,
They were doing for
stayed
each.
the entire thing.
Yeah.
And they played each
if they
song.
do that again, or
Class
something
act.
similar.
I am excited just to see Sean Layden in a beard, you know? It's good stuff.
Jackie
All right.
T with the joint.
He'll be in the back, yeah.
Zac Efron.
So Tuesday morning, Nintendo comes about to show off number 1, Super Smash Brothers for Nintendo Switch, containing all Wii U and 3DS content, adding playable Inklings, Rayman, Bomberman, and Springman / Ribbon Girl. New stages from Splatoon and Rayman with new remade classic stages. It supports the GameCube adapter, so you can still use your controllers. And it's out before Christmas. Exhale.
Was that the official name, Super Smash Brothers for Wii U?
Yes.
Correct.
Okay.
And for 3DS.
Okay.
I hope it's not called for Nintendo Switch. I hope they call it like.
I can see it being called that.
I know, me too. I just wish they would be more creative with it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Matt, number
Do you
one.
have anything else?
No, that was number one.
Similar prediction.
Super
Smash Brothers Deluxe Edition
Oh,
announced. Shit. I think they're gonna stick with that Deluxe Edition naming. Did you give a date?
Just before Christmas.
First half of 2018.
Ew.
I don't see a date happening, but I'm also jumping on this train with my prediction.
I don't know what's gonna be added. I didn't predict any of that, but I think it's gonna be Deluxe Edition, and I think it's coming first half of 2018.
All right.
I just said it featured Splatoon and ARMS.
Yeah, that makes sense to me.
And Shovel Knight.
I hope. Please, Shovel Knight.
That's that me costume, right?
Oh man, I would hate it, but I'm like, fine, screw you, fine.
I think that was your one of your yearly predictions. Was that Shovel Knight would be added as a playable?
I actually went back and listened to yearly predictions before this to see
where we're sticking to it.
Number two,
I need ideas for myself.
Number two should might be a surprise to you guys, but number two, region free means mother 3.
No, I did not have that on my predictions list.
Weird. I don't know why you wouldn't have that, but region free means mother 3. Matt,
Virtual Console finally gets announced.
Yes, it does.
It's coming the same day as the online system. So
Fuck you.
2018.
Fuck
and
you.
I wrote that prediction before it said 2018. So
I
you can
hate you.
say fuck Nintendo.
All right.
I think that whole Netflix thing is what's holding it up.
Interesting.
In some shape or form, Animal Crossing.
Oh, baby. Yeah.
Definitely gonna show something.
I need
Whether
it.
it's the mobile game or a full-fledged.
Stay away from the mobile game. Don't show that shit on stage. Do a direct for that.
I don't want them
summer.
to do it, but I can see them.
Give me that Switch.
You come back around. Really got to go. I got to come back around.
Well, number 3.
It's a rebuttal.
Virtual Console launches this summer.
Not a chance.
And includes support for every Nintendo platform. Period. Yeah, Virtual Boy as well, motherfucker.
Well, all right. Are you going to get your purchases back, or is that part of prediction?
Don't give a fuck. Just want to buy games that are old and play the fuck out of them on the Switch.
For the third time. Great.
I'll buy them a 6th time. You know what? You know what I would take at this point? Sell me Super Mario Brothers on Virtual Console. 3 months later, let me log on and see that I have to buy it again. I don't give a fuck. Just give me the goddamn Virtual Console. That's what I want,
pissed off
Matt.
to buy Ori Sorrow again. Anyway, prediction number 3: The Year of Dreams. Nope, sorry, wrong conference.
Oh.
Animal Crossing phone gameplay is discussed / revealed. I don't know how they will do that, but it's going to be talked about or shown in some way. Ties into the Switch game that is announced at the end of that Animal Crossing section.
Yeah, I said that before. I think with something similar, where like you could transfer something between games.
Yeah.
I think you get your Animal Crossing Switch.
Cool.
No date on that one though.
Though it would be nice to see like the animals have a little more distinctive personalities, and like not like
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah,
there's 3 workout penguins. You know, I know.
Has something a little more story driven. This has to be there. I don't care what they say.
It has to.
Zelda Maker.
I was just thinking that.
Zelda Maker.
It's not one of my predictions, but I,
know
was
they're
just
like,
thinking about it.
This was just a prototype to work on Breath of the Wild. Screw you. You're going to recycle it. It's going to be used.
Yeah.
Either it's a mobile thing or it's going to be on the Switch. You're going to do it. If you care about money.
Yeah.
If you care about money.
I would enjoy it. I would very much enjoy in like a Zelda Maker. If you care.
Yeah.
Number 4. A Nintendo Land style game that combines all of Nintendo's franchises and utilizes and takes advantage of Amiibo. We've yet to see that big Skylander style Amiibo game, and I know that Skylander stuff is kind of going out of vogue right now, but
Crash came and saved it.
Yeah, but I think Nintendo.
His name is Crash.
He burns it. I think Nintendo, they've yet to do that big thing where, like, here's why all of your Amiibo matter. Or, like, here's a fun thing. Like, I don't know. they know that we bought all these things, and they want us to be able to do something
Kind
with
of
it.
similar to story mode in Melee
Yes.
or Brawl.
You mean
Brawl. Subspace Emissary.
Right, yeah. But
Yeah.
Amiibo plays your favorite character, go through these stages.
Yeah. Something, yeah. Like, I need, like, an adventure game. I like the idea of Nintendo Land,
Actually,
where it combined all those different franchises into a central hub.
I think it was it Ultimate Alliance? That was going to have Link and Samus in it as playable characters?
Oh, wait. Marvel?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know about
It was
that.
like a
Good for
Nintendo
them.
exclusive thing. But
Weird.
then, like, it got scrapped.
Mm.
But Samus was
Interesting.
done, I think.
I'd be okay. Matt, number 4.
Pokemon Stadium is announced for the Nintendo Switch and will tie into your 3DS's Pokemon Moon and Pokemon Sun.
I like that. I'd love a new Pokemon Stadium. Fuck, it's been too long. I like it eternally too long.
Thought you were going to say stars.
Yeah, when he said, I was like, that was good. That's very good. Mark, number 4.
2 words. WarioWare.
Yes!
Oh, yeah.
Give me that fucking
That will be like the new reason to buy a Switch.
Yep.
It could even be a bundle.
Yeah. Yeah.
Utilize every function of that system.
Uh-huh.
Give me different colored Joy-Cons in
Purple
honor of this
Joy-Cons?
game. I'm in. Give me a different colored dock. I will buy that too to match the WarioWare. Like, I'm in.
Won't buy a fucking virtual console game again, but he'll buy a brand new Switch. Sure. Yeah, I like that. It makes so much sense on the Switch.
Yep.
Rebrand 1-2 Switch as WarioWare and call it WarioWare, and I'm fine.
No. Give me just. No.
I know.
I need that 9-volt back in my life.
Yeah. Speaking of bringing things back into our lives,
Oh, I think we're all going to
Yeah,
do a
we're
similar
all going to the
path
same
here.
thing.
we haven't said it yet. So number 5,
Well, one of 2 things, actually. But,
Region... No. Number 5, Metroid Prime 4.
okay, it's not what I was going to say.
Okay.
Metroid Prime 4.
I would even go as bold and say maybe 2 Metroid games.
I mean,
One for, like, 3DS and one for Switch.
here's the
Wait
thing.
your turn, Mark.
If
No,
you-
that's not my prediction.
No,
I was
yeah,
just
but
saying,
if you-
like,
if you
I
do
can see
wanna-
both of those things.
if
Either
you wanna
one or
paint
2.
the-
Wait your turn, Mark.
if you want to paint the picture that 3DS still has a life, it makes sense. Matt, number 5, because you're...
I said his prediction.
Metroid is back. And you're getting 2 games.
Oh!
One is a side scroller for the 3DS that comes this year,
Ah!
and a Prime game for the Switch in
Ah.
holiday of 2018.
Matt has been building this, like, fantastic holiday 2018 that I
Oh.
can't wait to see.
It's like it's other M.
Ah!
I didn't say Prime 4. I just said Prime. Any Prime game.
Yeah, Federation Force 2. Great.
I just got butterflies for a second thinking about it. Like, I'm tasting the reality. Somewhere right now in the future, this is a real thing that has happened, and you got me wet. Mark, number 5.
I spread out my holiday 2018s.
I know,
It's
but
gonna be a
still,
good catalog.
it's gonna be a good one.
One letter hyphen one word. Or one number.
You already said WarioWare.
F0. Finally, hopefully, question mark? No,
It has been a
definitely-
long time.
Definitely need that.
Yeah,
And it can't, I mean, it's not going to compete with Fast Racing because that's already out, did its thing.
What?
People got
You mean
that.
fast racing can't compete with these?
Yeah, I mean, I'm just saying, like, as, like, release-wise, like, it has nothing to worry about. Like, Mario Kart already came out, people are getting their racing fixes, but then it's like, let's take that a little further.
yeah.
Also, let's make people happy finally. And shut them up. So, every year we've been wanting it. Mother
I know.
3, Metroid, F-Zero.
Just do it. Be done with it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
I
they
think
also
this
have
year-
Fire Emblem mixed in there too.
Yeah, they'll show a little bit of Fire Emblem, I think.
That's why I didn't bring that up, because that's a shoo-in.
Yeah, I think we'll see, obviously, a lot of Mario.
Yep.
I think we'll see the Breath of the Wild stuff, what's next to come, and I think Animal Crossing's a safe bet. But yeah, I don't know. I think we're going to see some of those weird franchises that we haven't seen in a while. I think Nintendo...
Animal Crossing for mobile is a visual novel.
Yep, sure, great. Fanfiction.org, let's do it. But I also, like, so part of my Smash prediction kind of ties back into that idea that you said about this deluxe thing. Like, I think that they could totally make a lot of the Wii U stuff work on Switch. And not that I just want them to recycle all that stuff and put that much time and energy into it, but I don't know, man. Like Star Fox Zero, I would be down to try it. I know it wasn't received like the best, but throw it out on here. I'm in. Just because I'm like, I love the Switch so much that I want to play stuff on it and I want to see how good it looks. I don't know if that game was 1080p 60 on Wii U, but seeing what they were able to do with Mario Kart on Wii U, like fucking Star Fox and that,
yeah,
it'd be cool. So yeah. Anything else Nintendo wise you guys are thinking outside of the big five?
I want to. The Smash 2018 thing, I didn't want to say it because it was going to tie into my second prediction with the online system. But I think that's I delayed it to 2018 because of the online system. I think they want that figured out. And I think that's something where if you want to get into the online infrastructure with Smash and be competitive, they want you to pay for it.
That makes sense. You know what I just realized? None of us talked about weird Joy-Cons. Like a GameCube controller style Joy-Con or a
whatever. I just keep
Cut
seeing them
the
releasing
price in
like
half,
different
Joy-Con.
colors. I don't really see them making like a new controller.
That was something Kimishima kind of like hinted at in a way. I don't know.
Yeah. At least not right now. I don't see it being like a thing.
I'm real happy with that Pro controller for
Me
Smash
too.
and
Me
stuff.
too.
Like I can do it.
I can see them doing different colors with the Pro controller, like the clear,
Yeah.
kind of like the 64s.
Yeah. That'd be interesting.
Yeah.
I think you will see that more with the Joy, and they're already starting it with the Joy-Cons.
Yeah.
But I think you're going to see more colors of the Joy-Cons first before you see Pro controllers.
Yeah.
I'm sure it'll show another Pikmin. That was kind of.
I was thinking Pikmin.
I don't. Yeah,
It was,
we just spit out a lot of franchises here. I
there
don't
was,
think
like-
you need Pikmin.
Well,
No,
there was,
but
at least not
Miyamoto
this time.
said
But there was
Pikmin
a-
4 is done.
Yeah, like there was a flyer that was showing off that kind of leaked information about Nintendo's thing. It was like, yeah, we're talking a little bit. The Mario Odyssey will be the focal point, and then also be like this, and Pikmin. It's like, oh,
But yeah, Miyamoto said at some point Pikmin 4 was done. It was like some point late last year, beginning of last year. They were promoting Mario Maker, and he said
yeah.
Pikmin 4.
I could
done.
see Pikmin being like utilizing the Switch.
Yeah, makes sense. Makes sense. I'm real excited about E3. I don't want to go to work this week. I don't want to do anything this week. I just want it to be next week. That's what I want.
It's gonna be a long week.
Yeah. Fucking. Ugh. But I'm looking forward to it. So we are going to do a little bit different for E3. So normally when we record this podcast goes up every Monday morning. We record Sunday night. We're going to be right in the middle of watching Microsoft and Bethesda at the time we'd be recording. So instead, what you're going to get out of the free cheese post episode 200 is little brief recaps. So after each press conference, we will gather, sit down, and say, I can't believe they did that. Can't believe this is happening.
Holy shit, Bloodborne 2 is coming.
Oh my god. Yeah, so we'll do these little things, and they'll go up as immediate as possible. As soon as we can get them exported out of GarageBand and uploaded, they'll be ready for you to listen to. If you want to dive right in, in between conferences and hear what we think and what we're what our reactions are.
Yeah, really, the only tricky one is going to be Sunday night.
Yeah, we'll figure it out. But they'll be up for you to listen to and have fun and whatever. After everything's said and done, we'll do a proper 201, just all right, here's episode 201, what we think, what we feel, whatever. And that'll be midweek at some point since we'll have missed our normal post time. And then we'll be back on track after that with 202 hitting that following Monday. But yeah, the future's almost here. We're just there.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
Can't wait.
It's like,
This is the biggest fucking year ever.
yeah, because it's like everything that we've been already everything that's happened already. We've already it's been taking forever for these things to crap out, and they finally got crapped out.
I know.
And it's like, now what?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, there's still some things that we expect, but at the same time, it was never dude,
yeah.
Breath of the Wild, for example.
Right.
Been waiting for that for so long, and
Yeah.
it's that's all you've been wanting every year because just come out already.
Just give me the fucking thing. And Switch too. Like
Yeah, like everything is so. Besides of like you know what they announced earlier, like Mario Odyssey and whatever. It's like we know that, but anything else, it's like anything goes.
I felt that too. Like as I was writing all
I
my
never felt like
predictions,
that in a while.
like midweek, we were talking about predictions amongst ourselves, and I was like, all right, I got to get those done before we record. And I'm putting things together, and I'm like, man, like, usually my predictions are based on some sort of like cursory knowledge of just like, well, we kind of know that something might happen, and like I'm kind of like pulling from those things. And this year was kind of just like, I don't fucking know.
That's good.
Like there's some, you can look internally at each company. Like we know Sucker Punch has not announced a game. So you can kind of, okay, well, Sony's probably going to have Sucker Punch's new game. It just makes sense. But there's a lot of different things where it's like, man, I don't fucking know. And that's the exciting thing. So either there's nothing coming or we'll have a lot of cool surprises to talk about, which in the Year of Dreams,
Part 3.
it's probably going to be the latter. A lot of stuff. Cool. Well, any final thoughts from you guys?
Can't fucking wait.
That's a good final thought.
I think 2018's E3 probably won't be. I feel like it's gonna everything's a cycle, so I feel like there's gonna be a down point at some point, and I think it's gonna be starting with that one.
I'm gonna remind you that 2008 was Ravi Drums, so 10 years later,
2018, yeah, it could happen again.
Happen. Potentially.
Still hopeful.
Yeah, we'll see. I'm excited. By this time next week, we'll be like screaming or crying or both.
Probably both.
Yeah.
I'm bleeding.
We got this. Bleeding. Yeah, of course.
Caught myself toward the end. Need for Speed. Yay.
When Manu doesn't show up,
I was almost
when...
gonna say Twisted Metal instead of something else for Sony.
That would be weird.
Yeah, I just didn't see it being relevant.
I'd be
because Jaffe just got
he just did Drawn to Death, and I don't know. I mean, unless they just do Twisted Metal without him, which seems weird, but
no,
they're doing God of War without him.
Sweet or Sweet Tooth.
Sweet Tooth.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. That didn't sound right for like a second.
I don't know. Once again, episode 200. I'm stoked that we made it this far. It's been through a lot of different things, but I don't know. It's cool. This thing keeps on going.
Yeah.
Really cool. I don't know. And it's neat that it was meant to be a weird resume builder, and it turned into just something cool to do all the time, which I like.
Labor of love.
Is that what they call it?
No.
If you like this episode and all of our other 200 episodes, you can find it and more on thefreecheese.com, along with everything else we do. Our cover story this month is Dreams, talking about really the idea of, I can't believe this is happening. What does that mean in regards to games, in regards to the industry, moments in the industry, moments within us. And we'll be looking at a lot of those things throughout the month. You can find us also on iTunes and the Google Play Store, or on your favorite local YouTube channel. Speaking of which, this week we've got Injustice 2 content, Street Fighter 2 content, some other things popping up throughout the week. Follow us on Twitter. The Free Cheese is at Some Free Cheese. Mark is at Og_mental. Matt is at MattyIce131. And I am at The Free Cheese. Send us an email. podcast@thefreecheese.com. That's it. Go to thefreecheese.com. Read about all those things we just talked about. See you in another 200. No, just kidding. We'll see you in a couple of days.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
All right.
Anxious now.
I know. Now I'm like, fuck, can we just... part of me feels like right now we're supposed to stop recording this and go watch it. And now it's settling in that we're not about to do that. And I'm sad. Whatevs. Cool. Well, thank you, listener, for hanging out with us for 2 hours. Thank you, Mark. Thank you, Matt. We'll see you in a couple days. E3.
Baby. I was going to give it to you.
Region free. Mother 3. We're going to be playing Mother 3 in like a week.
No, we're not.
We're going to be playing Mother 3
No,
in
we're
a
not.
week.
2018. I was going to give it to you.
All right. Fair enough. Cool. See you next time.
Adios.